them. We don't just believe in local, we are local. We are Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking.
Tune into the non-stop local news at 10 p.m. weeknights, Monday through Friday for Your Money. This segment will include financial news that affects your pockets every day. You'll gain insights into the market and hear stories from the experts about the economy, inflation, investing, and retirement. You may just learn some things that could help you save your money. Your Money on Nonstop Local News is brought to you locally by Black Hills Federal Credit Union.
It's more than a jersey. It's more than a game. It's honor, pride, and legacy. Stepping onto that court, knowing you carry the whole city with you. Inside the kennel, there's a heartbeat. Here, nothing is given. Everything is earned. You fight for every rebound, every possession, because pride doesn't come free. This is Gonzaga, and this is our house. Join Nonstop Local this season and be a part of the excitement.
We come from everywhere, drawn to a name, a history, a legacy. But for us, it's more than just a name. It's the rhythm of the streets. It's the roar of the kennel. It's the dream in every kid's heart. Every time I put on this jersey, I feel that rhythm, that roar, that dream. Now it's time to see us, to feel us, to watch us. Join SWX and be part of the excitement this season.
Welcome back in, everyone. This is college baseball live on SWX from Billings, Montana. First pitch coming up just in a moment. We're going to first take a look at Central Washington's starting lineups. Start with the Wildcats. They are 11-17 overall, 8-8 in the GNAC Conference. Batting first, number 27, playing shortstop, Caden Hernandez. Batting second is number 3, playing right field, Logan Blank. Batting third is number 22, catching, Ethan Buckley. Batting cleanup is number 2, playing third base, Andre Garza. Batting fifth is 34, first baseman Ethan Swenson. Sixth hitter will be number 9, playing second base, Kellen Berg. Batting seventh is number 33, playing left field, Conrad Hinkle. Batting eighth is number 14, the designated hitter, Sinclair Lee. And batting ninth is Max Bleddy, number 10, playing center field. Let's take a look as well. MSU-Billings, they're the home team. Starting on the mound for them will be right-handed pitcher Sam Coxon. He is their ace today. And once again, everyone, I'm joined by Logan Tracy. And Logan, Sam's their ace. He's their guy.
Yeah, the reigning GNAC Freshman of the Year last year, Sam Coxon, came into the program year one, really made his mark. He stepped up his game this year, too, in year two. 3.64 ERA, 3-1 record. I think he's second in the conference in strikeouts with 46. You know, the MSUB rides and dies by these starting pitchers. If they can get a good outing early from these guys, it helps, it elevates the bats. Sam Coxon's been doing that all year.
And then what can we expect, Logan, from Central Washington? I mean, 285 batting average as a team. That's third in the GNAC Conference. They've got themselves a pretty good lineup, I'd say, as well.
Yeah, certainly a number of capable hitters. Those top average guys, Ethan Buckley, Andre Garza, and Ethan Swenson, the 3, 4, 5 hitters. That's a dangerous middle part of the lineup. In particular, Buckley, who's just not just one of the best hitting catchers in the conference, but in the entire West region.
All right, so leading off is Number 27, Caden Hernandez for the Wildcats. First pitch was a ball from Coxon. Coxon, again, one of the best pitchers in the GNAC. Pitch number 2 on the way. That one is a strike. Pain in the outside corner.
Coxon's got some good stuff. He's got a nice fastball, some good breaking stuff as well. Loves to attack the zone, try to get ahead early.
Throws some heat, too.
Yeah, some good velo on that.
Heat on that fastball. Coxon sets, delivers. A little bit too outside, trying to hit the same spot as the last pitch. Just missed. Hernandez trying to get his team going. Leadoff hitter. Pitch, that one's grounded to shortstop. Big hop on this turf field. Nice play out there. Naylor with a stretch. Runner is safe. Good wheels by Hernandez. It took a big hop on that turf. That's always tough.
Yeah, the turf definitely is different. Makes it a little more difficult to field on the infield. Fortier kind of let that one come to him. Throw was low, bounced a couple of times. Nice hustle by Hernandez to leg one out.
Shortstop Riker, Fortier. Tough play there. Hernandez on at first base now. Wildcats got their leadoff hitter on. That's always important. Logan Blank now steps to the plate for the Wildcats. Hernandez takes his lead at first. Pitch from Coxon. Grounded over the head of Naylor. That one will go into right field. Hernandez stumbles at second base. Trying to go to second. Could have made it easily. Took a little bit of a stumble on the turf field. It's always tough.
Turf impacting the game for both teams early in this one. That's another one we saw take a high bounce in the infield over the first baseman, Naylor. And then there on the turn, Hernandez couldn't get his footing. Nice lucky break there for MSU-B.
That certainly helps out the Yellow Jackets. Instead of runners on the corners, still runners at second and first for the Wildcats. Stepping up to the plate is their 3-hole hitter, Ethan Buckley. Buckley hitting .418 so far this season. Takes a strike from Coxon.
No home runs on the year for Buckley, but does have 9 doubles, .532 slugging. He's certainly capable of finding a gap here, getting multiple bags. He'll be looking to put one home. Great start for Central Washington.
Definitely a good RBI opportunity here as well. No outs still. He swings and misses. Nice little pitch there by Coxon to jam him.
Coxon's just got such a level head, doesn't get down on himself after kind of an unlucky start with the 2 singles. Bites back, gets ahead in the count 0-2.
Their 0-2 pitch now by Sam Coxon. Sets, delivers, strike 3, swing and a miss. He gets Ethan Buckley swinging. Now 1 out for the Yellow Jackets. Nice job there by Coxon to get the first out of the inning.
And a huge break for MSU-B. The last thing you wanted is to load the bases with nobody out. Now you put the double play ball in effect. You could potentially escape this one. No damage.
That first out is always one of the most important ones to get. Always sometimes the hardest out to get as Andre Garza steps up to the plate now. He's hitting .353 on the young season. Takes the ball outside from Coxon. Be 1-0. Wildcats certainly looking to capitalize on this first inning. Two of their first base runners get on. 2 of their first hitters, get on base. So he takes strike 1.
Coxon going back to that low outside corner. He's been attacking that well on righties.
Gonna paint the outside corner. Let's see if he does it again here. Coxon again. Little outside off-speed pitch. Swing and a miss by Garza. This guy in a 1-1-2 hole now. Coxon sets. Delivers a 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 again. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back hitters. Beautiful job by Coxon to get the strikeouts as well. His last 2 hitters. Now we got 2 outs, Logan.
He's beating strikes multiple ways early. We've seen him be able to locate the ball well, get guys looking. That time, he gets him swinging low at that pitch. Had a nice break on it late. Sam Coxon really recovering.
Coxon really turning it on, and now stepping up to the plate, the big boy. Big boy for the Wildcats, that'll be Ethan Swenson, the first baseman, number 34, stepping up to the plate. He swings and misses. Coxon attacking him low.
Swenson's the RBI guy for Central Washington, 18. That's the team's lead this year.
See if he goes back to that low pitch. Coxon sets, delivers. Swenson sends it to right field. Hernandez looking to score, and that'll be 1-0 Wildcats. Nice job by Swenson. Pokes that one out to right field. Beautiful piece of hitting right there going opposite field. And that brings in the first run as Hernandez comes around to score from second base for the Wildcats. And we got ourselves a 1-0 ball game.
That's a great approach by Swenson there with 2 outs. He's able to just get a nice clean hit through it. Good contact right through the infield. No shot. There was a play there with that gap. Heads up hitting. Wildcats take an early lead.
That was sort of what he had to do. I mean, he knew Coxon was going to attack him low and outside. That's sort of what you got to do with that pitch is take it opposite field. Beautiful piece of hitting right there. Now the Wildcats have runners on the corners. Stepping up to the plate is Kellen Berg. Coxon now trying to just limit the damage after one earned run comes across. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Check swing. Umpire checks to first base. He did not go. Will be a ball. 1-1 count. Kellenberg hitting .268 on the season. 7 RBIs. He takes strike 2.
Despite that early adversity, Coxon continuing to attack, find what works for him. It's still a pretty solid start for the game, despite some early damage.
Coxon now looking to get out of the inning. No, a base hit up the middle. That will score another one. Another beautiful piece of 2-strike hitting. Kellen Berg brings in his teammate, and the Wildcats take a 2-0 lead. Logan Blank comes around to score from third base.
Central Washington continuing an excellent start, and they're showing just their ability to stick with it. Coxon doing a great job of getting ahead in the count, but they've continued to battle, and that's the second 2-out run of this inning.
The Conrad Henkel stepping up to the plate now, and that's right, Logan, you just said it. 2-strike hitting as he sends that one to shortstop. 40, a tough throw. Naylor can't handle it. That will be likely an E6.
That's tough. It's the second low throw we've seen from short today. The Yellow Jackets, not a team with a lot of big weaknesses, but one of them is that fielding percentage. Low in the GNAC standings in that one. MSU needs to take care of business in the field.
They are, as you mentioned that, Logan. Last in fielding percentage are the Yellow Jackets. We're sort of seeing that here. That one is skied to right field. Sinclair Lee skies that one to right, and that'll be the final out of the inning. The Wildcats, they do some good 2-out damage, and they take an early 2-0 lead on the Yellow Jackets. We'll be back after the break.
My name is Lexi, and I am with 2 Men and a Truck Moving here in Billings. This year, we are doing our 2026 Movers for Moms campaign, and we are partnering with Erin here at the YWCA. Her and our team are absolutely amazing at helping the women and children within our community, and we would like to help them by collecting donations at various donation spots here in Billings below. By donating shampoo, soap, baby care items, blankets, every single gift matters. Let's show Billings that no mom stands alone.
We want to know who your favorite teacher is. Do they go above and beyond inside and outside the classroom? Do they spark imagination and creativity in the students? Nonstop Local Billings wants to recognize these outstanding educators with a Gold Star Award.
Nominate a teacher on nonstoplocal.com. Monthly winners will receive a plaque, $250 for their classroom, and gifts from our sponsors, Hansers Automotive and AVA Law Group.
Nothing affects our daily life more than the weather, and you can stay on top of it with the Fireplace Center Live Cam. You'll see fast-changing conditions, breaking weather, and a complete picture of what's happening out your window every night on Nonstop Local Billings. Accurate reporting, an experienced weather team, and the Fireplace Center Live Cam. All part of what makes us your trusted source for local weather.
Welcome back in, everyone. MSU-B down 2-0, early 2-0 advantage for the Wildcats. Let's take a look at the Yellow Jackets starting lineup there. 14 and 13 overall, 8-4 in the GNAC so far this season. Batting first for them will be Kyle Hennington, number 1, playing center field. Number 19, Riker Fortier, the shortstop. Number 33, the first baseman, Jack Naylor. Number 25, DH Caden Bertram. Number 22 is right fielder Rivers Smith. Number 12, batting 6th, left fielder Nick Reed. Espen Fisher is the 7-hitter. Number 5, he's catching. Number 23, Andrew Witt is playing second base. And number 9, Nate McDonald is the 9-hole hitter. And pitching for the Central Washington Wildcats, Austin Kupik. He has had a 6.81 ERA. He's a 1-3 so far this season, Logan.
Yeah, Wildcats have the highest ERA in the GNAC so far this year as they get that one out there. They're going to need a hot start from a pitcher. It's not something they've got a ton this year.
We saw Kyle Hennington, the leadoff hitter, fly out to right field. A quick early out for Kupik. As mentioned, a pretty high ERA, 6.81, 1-3 so far this season. And yeah, I mean, not the best pitching team in the GNAC, but obviously looking to change that this doubleheader.
And certainly anybody can be on their day, of course. Central Washington did take one from SUB in their first meeting, so they're certainly capable of, getting that win here.
Riker Fortier steps up to the plate now. 385 hitter on the season. A 1 pitch from Kupik. Ball in the dirt, be 1-1.
Fortier kind of sets the table for a really tough stretch of batters. Headington lead off pretty good too, but those two, Naylor, Bertram, Rivers Smith, are some of the most dynamic hitters in the conference.
Fortier lines at the shortstop. Beautiful play over there by the shortstop, Caden Hernandez. Nice hit by Fortier, just right at him. Wrong spot.
Fortier's a guy that knows how to make hard contact and did just that there. Nice reaction by Hernandez. It might be right at him, but it's by no means an easy play.
A quick 2 outs for Kupik. Only 6 pitches in, he's got 2 outs. As Jack Naylor steps up to the plate. One of the best hitters on this Yellow Jacket team. He hits that one to shortstop. Not a big hop. Nice play over there again by Hernandez. He's 2 for 2 on putouts, and that'll do it. A quick first inning. 7 pitches for Kupik as the Yellow Jackets still trailed 2-0.
Reno and Shane here with Infinite Patron, the Boomtown Crew podcast. We want to thank you guys for your continued support and rocking our BA apparel. And you guys know what BA means. It's apparel built by us, veterans and first responders.
We support those who serve and make apparel that stands as strong as they do.
Go to infinitepatron.com and show your support today. Shane, you have anything else?
Nope, we've got some work to do.
Exactly. We've got some work to do. Boomtown, Reno.
And Shane out.
Hey, that's my line. Reno out.
Each morning with you next to me.
Love you guys. Thanks for watching.
I wanna wake each morning with you next to me.
Welcome back in, everyone. Keys to the game are brought to you by Butte Auto. Easy to find off I-90 at the Harrison Avenue exit in Butte. Find your next ride at Butte Auto. All right, Logan, take it away.
Keys to the game for Central Washington. The defense is going to need to step up. We saw it do just there. This isn't a team that strikes out a lot of batters. It puts a lot of pressure on your defense to make plays behind your pitcher. And then hitting in the clutch. They did just that in the first inning. Couple of 2-out runs. It's a team that hasn't converted a lot of base runners to runs this year. They'll need to do that. For MSU-B, the team's finding its rhythm. It's been a long time since they played games at home even. They'll need to pick that up, and then It's the man on the mound, Sam Coxon. You'll see it game 2 when Brennan Chappell hits for the Yellow Jackets. These pitchers have done a great job of, really getting off to a fast start at home, helping boost the team. They'll need to do that again here as the Bats try to wake themselves up.
All right, so Max Bloody leads off this inning for the Wildcats. That one out to right field. Naylor's got to play on it. Catches that one for the first out. Quick first out there. This time for Coxon compared to last inning. And as mentioned, quick 2-0 start in that top of the first for the Wildcats. They got to Coxon a little bit. He's already got 22 pitches.
I'm going to say threw over 20 in the first inning, so certainly a little bit of an uncharacteristic inning for the Jackets in both ways, where that starting pitcher racked up a number of pitches in the first, and the Bats didn't see as many pitches as we expected.
We're back to the top of the order now. For the Wildcats, Caden Hernandez, he's 1 for 1, an infield single. First plate appearance last inning.
Pretty solid start for him. Made a couple of nice plays at short, too, in the bottom of the first inning.
Seeing a lot of action. He just sends out into center field. Easy play out there for the MSU-B center fielder. Kyle Hennington with the putout. Quick 2 outs for Coxon. Good, better inning so far, at least.
Yeah, certainly a much better start if you're a Yellow Jacket fan. You're going to be happy with 2 quick outs after the way the first inning went.
Now Logan Blank steps back up to the plate. He's also 1 for 1. We did see in that top of the first, those 2 runs were scored on 2 outs by the Wildcats. So never count them out. As Coxon deals the 1-0 pitch. A little bit low and outside. Be ball 2.
Blank offers a little bit of a different look. He's the only lefty in the batting order for Central Washington to start this game.
They're right-handed heavy lineup for the Wildcats today. Coxon deals. We strike 1. Paint the outside corner. That's where he's lived so far, his first few innings. That one sent out to left field down the line. That will be fair. Falls down the left field line as Blank cruises into second base with a double. His second hit already of this game. 2 for 2.
It's one of those that looked like it might have gone foul, and maybe it does on a different day, but with that wind blowing hard out to right field, kind of just straightens that ball out. Instead, nice piece of hitting there. Gets a runner on second.
It did. As a lefty, it looked like he was going to tail, right? Left-handed hitters hit. Their ball sort of tails to the left and just caught the foul pole down there, the foul line. Now Ethan Buckley steps up to the plate. Coxon struck him out swinging his first appearance last inning. They check. No go. Be ball 1. So Blank now at second. Wildcats looking to score another run with 2 outs. Coxon sets the pitch to Buckley. Same spot. He didn't go again. So living down and outside still is Sam Coxon.
Saw him swinging at a low one in his last at-bat. Ethan Buckley learns his lesson there. Great job to check the swing. Now the batter gets ahead.
The 2-0 pitch outside again. And that's right, at Buckley's first appearance, Coxon got him swinging on the strikeout, swinging outside low pitches. Obviously, there is a game plan against these Wildcat hitters. But it is 3-0. See if he has the green light. He does not, but it will be strike 1. Buckley looking for a good pitch to hit. Hitters count. 3-1 count. 2 outs. There's the pitch. He pops that one up. That'll go foul over the first base dugout. Coxon battles back. 3-2 count now.
It's certainly a different situation from what we usually see him at here in Billings. Coxon does such a good job of getting ahead early on batters. Today, he's done that well, but in this inning, getting behind a little here.
He has battled back, though, from a 3-0 count. Here's the payoff. 3-2 count, 2 outs. Ball is low. Buckley takes a walk. Now 2 runners on for the Wildcats as Andre Garza steps up to the plate. He also struck out swinging in that first inning. See if Coxon attacks him lone outside again. That is what he attacked him with the first appearance.
We've seen the Wildcats do a good job of generating contact. Not the worst idea here to try to pitch for contact if you're MSU-B. You do have a force at almost any base, so.
Swing and a miss on the first pitch. See lone outside. Got him chasing, did Coxon. But Coxon already 35 pitches in his first few innings. Not even 2 innings completed yet. Here's the 0-1 pitch on a 2 outs. Gets him swinging again. Beautiful pitch once again by Coxon.
Does such a great job of, his pitches look so deceptive. The break's great. He forces misses better than anybody in the conference.
We have seen that so far. A lot of swing and misses. Good point. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Coxon looking to get out of a jam. Fouled off. Good battle here by Garza.
I mean, even if you don't end up with a hit here, if you're Central Washington, they've done a great job of staying alive in the inning. Not only that, but also extending that pitch count once more. Looked to be a quick one, and they've changed that around.
Logan Blank stands out there at second base. Garza looks to bring him in. Here's another 0-2 pitch from Coxon. Outside corner, a little bit too far outside. Not a bad pitch for an 0-2 count.
Yeah, you got some room to miss there. Try to induce a chase potentially, but when you're ahead in the count like that, it sets you up perfectly to have a pitch like that.
See if he goes back to that outside corner. Oh, 1-2 pitch from Coxon. Ball at 40 air, bobbles it, recovers, throws to Naylor. That one off. Throws it way left. That'll be another error by Riker Fortier. And that will bring in Logan Blank from second base. The Wildcats take a 3-0 lead. Tough fielding day so far for the Jackets.
And the hard thing is that's a play where you can argue even that there's 2 errors on the play. He gets the one into short, doesn't field it cleanly. Think that runner might have been safe anyway, but forces the throw over, and the throw was wide. Helped advance another runner. Tough start in the field for Fortier.
Logan Blank comes around to score. Ethan Buckley moves to third base. Now a 3-0 lead. The big boy Ethan Swenson comes in. He's 1 for 1 as well. With an RBI. A nice poke to right field in his first at-bat. See if he has the same approach here. Runners on the corners. See if they send Garza maybe here. Runners in action. No. Swing and miss by Swenson. Big swing.
He's a tall man. He's got a big swing. He's got a huge frame. Yeah.
It's a first baseman, too. That's first baseman's body, for sure.
When he reached him the first and he was standing out there next to Naylor at first, he was not a short guy by any means, but it looked almost comical.
Right. A 1-1 pitch by Coxon. Beautiful pitch. Maybe strike 2.
We've talked about how well Sam Coxon's attacked the outside, that time going inside for the strike.
Coxon trying to limit the damage. Wildcats have already scored 1 run in this inning. A 1-2 pitch from Coxon. Gets him to swing and miss. Limits the damage. Nice pitch there by Sam Coxon, but nonetheless, the Wildcats, they add 1 more, and they take a 3-0 lead after the top of the second.
Here's what's coming up this week on Billings Clinic Montana Sports Series on SWX Nonstop Local Sports.
Montana is built on strong, vibrant, healthy communities. From our smallest towns to our largest cities, Stockman is committed to taking care of the people of Montana. Every employee, customer, and neighbor matters to us. That's why our donations stay in Montana to work for Montana. From keeping the Friday night lights shining to supporting the prosperity of Montanans, we don't just believe in local, we are local. We are Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking.
Welcome back in, everyone. This Montana Sports Series presentation of GNAC Baseball is made possible in part by the Billings Clinic. Billings Clinic, trust and be trusted. Strive for excellence, serving Montana, Wyoming, and the Dakotas. All right, welcome back, everyone, to Joe Perch Field. Yellow Jackets trail 3-0 early on, heading into the bottom of the second inning, looking to get something going as Caden Bertram steps up to the plate, and he is their slugger.
Bertram is the GNAC home run leader. His slugging and his OPS are almost 200 points above the next highest guy, which is actually Jack Naylor.
Okay.
I mean, he's done the spark plug in the lineup for MSU-B this year. Broke out in a big way.
Bertram, there you see his power. Sends that one out to left center. That one will get by the center fielder, diving center fielder out there. Bertram round second. He's going to go for third, and he is going to be in there with a triple. Beautiful start to the inning by the Yellow Jackets. And then we see his power early on, right on cue, Logan.
The rare triple for a guy who's certainly not known for his wheels, but Bertram does a heck of a job. Nice contact there off the bat. Ends up getting there, and big man on his horse gets the third.
That is the first triple for Bertram this season to go along with his 8 home runs.
I was going to say, I feel like I'd remember if he had got a triple before.
Right. We won't forget this one now. Big RBI situation now here for Rivers Smith. He's hitting 304 as he takes a ball outside. Big opportunity for the Yellow Jackets to get on the board. The bottom of the second inning, still early in this one. Smith takes another ball outside. So we saw Kupik have a quick first inning, Logan. I mean, he only threw 6 or 7 pitches in that first inning, so now Jackets certainly want to get that pitch count up a little bit more.
Yeah, certainly a little bit of an uncharacteristic start. I mean, the top of the MSU order has been so good this season at not just being able to swing and get on base, but they do a good job of kind of setting the table, making a guy work. This time they come out full attack mode. Didn't quite end up paying off, but maybe they got what they needed to see here.
There's Rivers Smith. Ground out to second base. That'll do his job. Beautiful job there by Rivers Smith to get in Bertram as that brings across the first run for the Yellow Jackets, and they now trail 3-1.
And Bertram, it sets you up perfectly there with a runner on third, and to have the lefty Smith, if you can just get it opposite way, you got a good shot at getting the runner home. As you said, Smith does his job, gets the first MSU-B run across.
That was RBI number 23 for Rivers Smith. Beautiful piece of hitting. That's all you got to do. 0 outs, run on third, just put the ball in play. Obviously, the infield was not in. The 3-0 lead. Now stepping up for the Yellow Jackets is their left fielder, Nick Reed. Wildcats now have 1 out in the inning, of course.
A little bit of a late start to the season for Reed, but he's come on in a big way in the outfield as just a freshman hitting .389.
We'll see 3 freshmen in a row after this, after Reed.
It's kind of a funky Yellow Jacket lineup this year. It's a team that has a lot of experience. Top 5 batters are all seniors, but then you get to the end and it's freshman, freshman, sophomore.
McDonald there rounding out. Reed takes down 0-2 now, fights that one off back towards us. Reed looking to jumpstart some more action now for the Jackets. 0-2 pitch from Austin Kupik, that one high. Will be ball 1. Pitch fouled out by Reed. Nice little battle here.
It's not what we saw in the first inning. MSU-B got down early and then just generated those quick outs, but this time Reed battles his way back.
We're seeing that from the bottom of the order, of course, as well. Reed still down 1-2 in the count as Kupik likes to finish him off. Be up the middle. That one will get by the second baseman. Great piece of hitting there. Nick Reed. Great at bat there, battling off 2-strike pitches and gets a base hit up the middle.
Yeah, a little bit of defensive hitting there, but makes great contact, puts that one perfectly up the middle. Keeps the rally going here, the early rally.
Sometimes that's all you got to do with 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play and really battle, choke up on the bat a little bit, and nice job there by Reed. Now Espen Fisher, a fellow freshman, looks to continue the momentum for the Jackets here. Fisher hitting just 170 so far on the season. Played in 14 games as a freshman for the Yellow Jackets. He skies that one foul territory. Be a 1-1 count.
Yeah, Fisher part of the catching tandem for MSU-B. He's split games this year with Landon Carter, another freshman. Jason Wright, a senior in there, but it's kind of a young mix in there at catcher for MSU-B.
1-1 pitch. That one a little bit upstairs from Cupic. Reed gets the sign over there. Third base coach Derek Waddup's their head coach. Great season last year. A few years ago, the Jackets didn't have the best season. They kind of turned things around last year, didn't they, Logan?
Last year was a heck of a year to be for MSU-B.
Runner going, and he is going to be safe. Nice job there by Reed to get around the tag. Was a good throw by the catcher, Buckley. Now the Yellow Jackets have themselves a runner in scoring position. Fisher looking to bring in his teammate. 2-2 count. Reed standing on second base. Cupic gets the sign from his catcher. Deals. Bit outside. 3-2 count now. Another 2-strike at bat for the Yellow Jackets.
And I love the steal call there for Reed. Not a guy who had stolen a base before just that one right there, but MSU-B has done a great job this year of getting runners in scoring position.
Let's see if they can capitalize on that as Fisher fouls it off. Good battle. I will say I love his name. Espen, ESPN. It's literally spelled out ESPN for those of you that don't realize that. ESPN Fisher.
Yeah, certainly certainly one of the best names you'll see in college sports, period.
Perfect. I want to name my kid Espen. He takes the pitch. Another foul ball.
Yeah, redshirt freshman who's been with the program 2 years. Montana kid, too, from Polson. So just another one of these guys that
Polson kid
represent MSU-B and Montana, local kids staying in the state to play college baseball.
All right. Mr. Sports Center now. 3-2 count on him. Cupic looks to finish him off as Fisher gets him to swing and miss. Beautiful pitch there by Cupic. Huge out as well with a runner on second.
After such a quick start to the first inning for him, this time MSU-B's making Cupic battle. A high pitch count at bat there, but a great job by him to get that one in for strike 3.
He did. He had about 7 pitches in the first inning, and now he's at 26. A little bit higher pitch count, and though Fisher struck out, I mean certainly him fighting off pitches and everything, that certainly goes a long way in a long game like these games. Get that pitch count up. Now stepping up, though, is another freshman, Andrew Witt. As Reed still stands at second base, he fouls that one off.
Witt's a guy we've seen less of this year. He's hitting 400, but just starting his 3rd game, 8th appearance in total.
Looking for his first RBI of the season as well.
It would be a big moment to get it here and cut the lead to 1.
The Jackets still trail by 2 runs. Only the bottom of the second as Cupic deals. Fouled off again. Being 0-2. Job of getting ahead by Cupic.
And we're continuing to see MSU-B be aggressive at the plate, swing early. A lot of these batters have gotten down 0-1, 0-2, but it's not necessarily bad. They just haven't quite been able to get the pitch they want, or at least make contact with it how they want to.
Cupic now ahead 0-2. See if he goes right after him. That one sent out to right field. Looking like it won't fall. Nice catch out there, and that will end the inning. Catch out there by the right fielder, Logan Blank. The Wildcats, they still take a 3-1 lead after 2 innings.
It's The Party, Dancing Through the Decades, Friday, May 8th at the Northern Hotel in downtown Billings from 7 to 10 p.m. Enjoy a night filled with music, dancing, and celebration, plus live and silent auctions. Dress up in attire from your favorite decade. Tell your friends. Proceeds will benefit Allies in Aging, Senior Services, Lifelong Support. Buy tickets at alliesinaging.org.
For grace, comfort, and rest from the struggles in life, join us for the celebration of the Catholic Mass. Experience a time of inspiration as we come together for Sunday worship and prayer.
Join us for Catholic Mass Sunday mornings at 8. For more information, visit heartofthenation.org.
Welcome back in, everyone. Top of the third inning about to get started. Central Washington Wildcats lead this one 3-1, and Logan, a pretty good start for them.
Yeah, I mean, we mentioned early when that keys about how important it was for Central Washington to convert those base runners into runs, and they've done a great job of that. Already had 7 total reach base, maybe 8 with the walk, but 5 hits, a pair of errors. They've taken advantage of those miscues, and they've been able to turn that into an early lead. And they've gotten to Coxon. I mean, Coxon being the Yellow Jackets ace, I mean, the Wildcats do have 5 hits, but they're just putting the ball in play. And we've seen a few tough errors by the Yellow Jackets, but sometimes that's all it takes is just put the ball in play. As Coxon deals 1-0. And he's certainly a guy who's comfortable with working with a high pitch count, but if you're MSUB, you really want to see Coxon at least hit that 6-inning threshold like he usually does.
Well, Kellen Berg now steps up to the plate. He fouls that one off behind us. Berg does have an RBI in this game. The 1-1 pitch by Sam Coxon to Berg. That one shot up the middle. See if it gets down, and it does. A little blooper out there by Kellen Berg. Good start getting their leadoff hitter on. He's 2 for 2 on the day.
They don't ask how you get on base. They ask how many times you do. Second time there. Not the prettiest hit, but it'll certainly do.
Hit it where they ain't, and that'll do the job. Conrad Hinkle steps up to the plate now for the Wildcats. No outs, base runner on first. That one will be ball 1.
Coxon didn't let many base runners reach early in the second, but did in the first. We're just continuing to see the Wildcats make him work.
That one's sent to second base. See if it's a double play. 4-6-3. Be safe. Runner will be safe. No job there by Henkel to run that one out. Nice little turn there by Fortier. The Jackets' second baseman. That was Andrew Witt over there, second base. Nice turn by him and Fortier. Couldn't quite get the wheels on Berg.
But even after just kind of a shaky start, even though you don't get the double play, you're just kind of it's just nice to see him turn it clean, no error.
That's right, exactly. Nice to get the first out of the inning as well. There's a DH. Sinclair Lee steps up to the plate now for the Jackets. Be ball 2 outside. Now Sam Coxon already had 50 pitches. There's 2 innings through this game. See how that affects him later on in the game, how long he can go. He deals a 2-0 pitch. Be a foul ball, fouled off.
MSUB starters' ability to go deep into games this year has kind of helped as you look. I mean, it's a 4-game series. You got 2 more games tomorrow. The Yellow Jackets have been at their best when they're able to save their bullpen for those later games. You'd hate to see them have to expend some of your best arms in game 1.
It'll be ball 3. Nice little read there. He takes second base. Nice job there by Conrad Henkel.
And that's a heads-up play. The pitch not blocked super cleanly, kind of skirts away. Wildcats take advantage, pounce on it. Now there's a runner in scoring position.
Ball in the dirt, nice read there by the base runners. He gets himself in scoring position. That makes a huge difference now. That one was fouled off down the right field line. A 3-2 count on Sinclair Lee, the junior. See how Coxon goes after him here. Here's the payoff pitch, 3-2. Grounded to second base. There's Witt over there. He takes care of that one, throws it off to Naylor. Be out number 2. Runner does go to third base. Still 2 outs.
That's the second play in the infield. Witt's now made. Nice to see some reassured middle infield defense for MSUB.
It is. They do have 2 errors already in this game. Have certainly helped the Wildcats out as well. First pitch here. That'll be a strike on the outside corner. Number 10, Max Bleddy, steps up to the plate. Oh, 1 pitch to Bleddy. That one inside. Brushing him off the plate a little bit. Hankel stands at third base. 2 outs. Yellow Jackets certainly don't want another one across the plate. That one right in the outside corner. Nice pitch there by Coxon.
Back to the well. It's been working for him all game, attacking the outside once more.
Painting that corner, he's lived really on the outside compared to the inside corner at least. He's now got him in a 1-2 hole. See if Coxon can get out of it. That one, no. Hitter did not go. Bleddy held up. It did check to the first base umpire.
The other thing with Coxon, too, is the velocity holds. I mean, he's almost 60 pitches in. That fastball still looks as sharp as it did on pitch 1.
Now 2-2 pitch with 2 outs. It'll fly it out to right field. Foul ball. Nice battle here by Max Bleddy. Max Bleddy looking for RBI number 12. Big opportunity here to stretch that Wildcats lead. There's another 2-2 pitch from Coxon. Gets him swinging. Beautiful job by Sam Coxon to get out of the inning and limit the damage as the Wildcats still lead 3-1.
Water. It sustains life, but can murder your floor. Don't chicken out. Not again. Chicken up. Kick water damage right in the tail feathers.
Montana Flooring has literally tons of waterproof flooring. We have a mountain of American-made kid-proof carpet. And we have about $1 million of inventory in the store right now.
Get the best price and quality at Montana Flooring.
Don't cluck around.
Agriculture is vital to Montana. That's why Nonstop Local wants to keep you informed on all that's happening in the fields and ranches of Big Sky Country. The Western Ag Network has years of knowledge and experience, so they can tell you the stories that matter, the stories that make a difference and impact our way of life. Join us every weekday morning on Wake Up Nonstop Local for the Farm and Ranch Report, brought to you locally by S Building Center.
Welcome back in, everyone. Central Washington Wildcats lead the Yellow Jackets 3-1 so far, heading in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Let's take a look again, Logan, at some of these GNAC standings. We see Northwest Nazarene. We were talking a little bit about them earlier. I mean, they've seemed to be the powerhouse of the GNAC last few years, winning the conference last year, too.
Yeah, they're always kind of have to be the constant conference favorite. They every year in, year out, have such a strong team. It's a little bit of a different look from last year that has that title. MSU-B, though, right behind them at 2. Yellow Jackets were tough last year as well, finished second, played NNU in that title game. They'll look to be back there. Another strong year for them.
We see Central Washington there in the 3rd spot, and Western Oregon and St. Martin's round out the GNAC standings. At bottom of the 3rd now here, Sam Kupic having himself a pretty good game so far. Just 30 pitches in, only giving up 2 hits to the Yellow Jackets so far as Nate McDonald steps up to the plate. This guy's that one. That'll get out foul territory. McDonald, just a sophomore, and I played with this kid, Legion Baseball, way back in my high school days, Logan, and I tell you, he's impressive.
Yeah, another one of these local kids here. McDonald's had a nice year kind of taking over at 3rd base for the Yellow Jackets. Stepped up in a big way, both offensively and defensively.
Donald swings and misses, and he was sort of off and on at 3rd base last year, but I feel like this year he's really their main starter at 3rd base. And yeah, I mean, I think he was like a 5-year starter on the Billings Scarlets. Was McDonald. Played my senior year with him. He was like an 8th grader. So certainly I know the kid very well as he takes strike 3 on the outside corner, though. Beautiful pitch by Kupic as he gets out number 1. Good start for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Kupic, the Wildcats haven't always had their starters get off and, to a hot start and really set the tone. Kupic's done exactly that. It's exactly what they needed to try to steal a game 1 early.
A quick first out here. Top of the order comes back up. Kyle Hennington back up to the plate. He is 0 for 1 on the day. Kupic, that was his 2nd strikeout on McDonald there. Hennington fouls that one off. Kupic getting ahead and staying ahead on that 0-1 pitch. Now moves it to 0-2.
Hennington attacked early in his first at-bat, was swinging early. The scouting report stays the same, swinging at both the first 2 pitches.
Now he's got a battle to stay alive as Kupic deals the 0-2 pitch. It's fouled off by Hennington. Nice little battle.
And Hennington, such an important player for the Yellow Jackets, not just with his ability to lead off, but also one of the most impressive fielders. We've seen him make a number of really impressive plays out in center this year so far.
Another 0-2 pitch from Kupic. That one outside. Be ball 1. See what he does here on a 1-2 pitch. Certainly do a lot when you're ahead in the count as Kupic deals strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Sam Kupic. Quick 2 first outs as well.
Kupic, not a guy who really has a lot of strikeout as the strength of his game. Only 24 in 35 and 2/3 innings coming into this one, but already picking up his 3rd. Has really done a great job of controlling the zone.
Still keeping that pitch count somewhat low as well. As that one goes up the middle, that one will fall. Beautiful piece of hitting. It'll be Logan Blank. Riker Fortier. Their 2-hole hitter. Nice line drive single up the middle. Two out hitting for the Jackets.
And now with Fortier on base, you got to be prepared for the wheels. This is a guy who can run. 15 steals on the season. He's perfect on stolen base attempts. When he gets singles, which he's so good at, kind of almost feels like he's already standing on second sometimes.
Here is Naylor. Let's see if Coach Derek Waddups decides to get some 2-out action here on the base paths. Try to get a guy in scoring position. Naylor stepping up. He is 0 for 1 on the day. One of the best hitters that the Yellow Jackets have. Not going, as that one is lined into the hole between 3rd base and shortstop. 48 taking 3rd base. Nice piece of running. Naylor's going to go to 2nd. He is safe. Smart base running there by Jack Naylor. Seeing that the throw is going to go to 3rd base, takes an extra base. Now all of a sudden the Yellow Jackets have 2 runners in scoring position.
When we talked with Coach Waddups in the preseason, he called Jack Naylor, he called him a first-team all-dude. And that kind of play is exactly why he calls him that. Heads up, he's looking at the ball, great contact, eyes up, recognizes where the throw's going and is able to stretch that one, put 2 runners in scoring position for MSU-B.
And that is huge, exactly. I mean, Naylor taking the extra base. You saw that ball was in front of him on that as Bertram now takes that one, hit by pitch. That'll load the bases. And Bertram wears that one. Now coming up with the bases loaded will be Rivers Smith. Smith does have an RBI. I believe he had the ground out single. Fielder's choice single RBI back in the second inning to put the 1 run on the board for the Jackets. This coach will come out to visit with Sam Kupik.
And it's a dangerous spot that Kupik finds himself in. MSU-B, one of the best teams batting with runners on in the GNAC. They hit about .330 as a group. That's even better when you look at Rivers Smith, who hits .385 with runners on base. Now Kupik kind of finds himself in a tough jam, but with 2 outs, you can get out of the inning with an out at any base.
Exactly. All it takes is 1 pitch to get out of a jam like this, but nonetheless, bases juiced for Rivers Smith, looking to do some damage here.
Say likewise for Smith, all it takes is 1 pitch right where you want it. This is a whole new ball game.
48 third. Naylor at second, Bertram at first. Just a hit away from tying the game.
Potentially taking the lead, too.
See what Smith can do as Kupik deals. That one shot out to right field. That one is going. That is way gone. There we go, taking the lead, Logan. Rivers Smith with a bomb out to right center field. And the Yellow Jackets with a swing of the bat take a 5-1 lead. That was a no-doubter.
And just like that, it's a whole new ball game. The ball flies here in Billings in general, but when you're at Pertz, it flies even more. Rivers Smith, a lefty, the wind is blowing out to right where he wants it, absolutely clobbers that ball.
Rivers, that's first home run of the season for Rivers Smith, and it couldn't come at a better time for the Jackets. Really down in this one. Huge hit for him. RBIs number 27 for our RBIs on the season for Rivers Smith. 4 of them in 1 swing. That's always pretty nice. That one is shot out to right, and that one will drop. That one was Nick Reed. Continues the momentum for the Jackets, getting another runner on base after the bases clearing grand slam. Now all of a sudden, this game is sort of flip-flopped a little bit.
I think you can certainly feel that the energy has kind of shifted between the dugouts. You know, Central Washington, after a great start, the energy was pretty high over there, maybe a little subdued down the third baseline with MSU-B. Very different feeling now.
Espen Fisher now pops that one out to center field. That one is handled by the center fielder. That will finally end the inning, but there was damage done. The grand slam by Rivers Smith puts the Yellow Jackets ahead 5-3 as we head into the top of the 4th inning.
It's time to color the weather with White Heating and Air Conditioning and Nonstop Local Billings.
We want to see how artistic you are, kids. The only limitation is your imagination.
Just draw, paint, or color the weather. Then every Wednesday on the Nonstop Local News at 5, a winning artist will be selected and given a $25 gift card to Wendy's. To get your Color the Weather form, visit White Heating, the Nonstop Local Billing Studio, or go to nonstoplocal.com and print one out.
I think I see some good weather heading our way.
I would never smile before until after I had my teeth worked on here, and now I'm smiling all the time. I look younger, I just feel better. We were having trouble finding somebody in Montana to work on our special needs boy Trevor, and Grand Avenue Dental Care, the only one that would do it. Now he is doing so much better. Everybody that works here at this office will make you feel like you're part of a family.
Welcome back in, everyone. Here's a swing by Rivers Smith, the lefty. Puts the Yellow Jackets ahead with the bases clearing grand slam in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Logan, that's huge.
Man, he's just got such a nice swing. You see it there in that slow-mo. Couldn't have asked for a better one at a bigger time. Completely flips the script on this game, puts the Yellow Jackets back in the driver's seat, now up 5-3.
And previously mentioned last inning, his first home run of the season, and obviously couldn't come at a better time. It puts the Yellow Jackets up by 2. And if you're Sam Coxon, you got to feel pretty good about yourself now that your offense is really helping you out when you were down to go into that last inning.
Yeah, absolutely. And then if you're Coxon, the responsibility now kind of falls back on you a little bit.
Yep.
You know, the offense came in and delivered where they maybe started a little slow. Now Coxon's got to keep up his game, try to elevate himself even as he goes later into this one. Wildcats certainly aren't going to go down without a fight.
No, exactly. I mean, that's a great point, Logan, right? Now the momentum is on the Jackets' side, and if you're Coxon, you want to keep that momentum on your team's side, and so certainly try to have a good, quick inning as well. He's got a 1-1 count already. Caden Hernandez up to the plate. Hernandez takes the ball. 2-1. Hernandez is 1 for 2 so far on the day. The 2-1 pitch now. Nice little curveball dropping in there by Coxon. Beautiful pitch.
Coxon is just so good. He's got a great ability to mix it. He's got a nice pitch mix. Man, his stuff is lethal.
This off-speed pitch there. See what he goes to on the 2-2 count. Looking to get the first out of the inning. He will possibly do just that. Takes that comebacker. Nice little drop gathering. Throws it off to Naylor for out number 1 to get Hernandez.
Coxon does it himself to get the first out there. Flashes the glove a little bit.
Nice job to knock that one down. Corral it. Take his time. Throw to first base. Last thing you want to do is throw that ball away.
And to me, that always feels like the scariest play in baseball when you got a ball coming right back at you. I could never be a pitcher. And then to recover after that and also be like, oh, I got to throw it to first base.
That's what PFPs are for. That's why they practice those in practice, I'm sure. As Logan Blank now steps up. He is 2 for 2 for the Wildcats on the day. He takes a 1-0 pitch for a strike, now 1-1. And Coxon, his pitch count's still up there. We'll see how much longer he can go. He's at 67, but again, now he's got a lead to work with. Nice pitch on the outside corner. 1-2 count now.
Coxon is capable of going deep. We've seen him a ton this year hit that 90-100 pitch mark, go over it. Although ideally you would like to see him hit that 6-inning threshold that he usually does.
That one over there. Play knock it down. Throws it first, but he's safe. Ball will certainly cost him out there at second base. That was Andrew Witt over there at second base. Tough hop. Wheels, though.
The ball always does move a little bit faster on the turf, but now the third error in the game for the Yellow Jackets. All 3 have come up the middle infield.
So Blank using his wheels to beat that one out, and that was ruled an error, of course. The third error on the day for the Yellow Jackets. That one foul down the third base line. It's Ethan Buckley up to the plate now. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. See what they decide to do with Blank over there. Takes a pretty big lead over there at first base. See if Coach Desi Story decides to send him. Pick-off move. Check in on him. There's Coxon.
Yellow Jackets are certainly aware of the potential of a steal. Central Washington, not a team that runs a ton on the base paths, but Blank is 4 for 4 on the year.
Blank takes a big lead. Doesn't go up. Will be ball 1 on Buckley.
Sometimes even if he's not going to run, just having that runner there and the potential, you got to keep that in mind. It puts a little extra distraction and pressure on a pitcher.
Blank now going. That one out to center field. Way deep on the warning track, and he doesn't see. Blank doesn't see that ball. Was caught. He rounded second, and he's going to be doubled up at first base. That will end the inning. He did not see that ball. Was caught at center field. Beautiful job of the Jackets to get that one in, and that would be an inning-ending double play. The Jackets still take a 5-3 lead. We'll be right back.
In Billings, only the toughest will come out on top and walk away with the title of champion. At First Interstate Arena at Metro Park, the PBR Unleash the Beast Tour is coming, April 17th and 18th. Get ready for the best bull riders in the world as they try to hang on for 8 seconds or get a face full of dirt. You gotta be crazy to do this, but crazy is what we do.
For your chance to win tickets, click on the More tab at nonstoplocal.com. And City Brew have partnered for Coffee for a Cause. Coffee for a Cause recognizes all the good our local nonprofits and first responders do for our community. Each month, one of these groups will be selected for a special City Brew coffee delivery, and we'll let you know about their work in the community. If you'd like to make a Coffee for a Cause nomination for a local business or organization, visit our page under the More tab at nonstoplocal.com today. Then join us to deliver Coffee for a Cause.
Yellow Jackets still lead this one going into the bottom of the 5th inning. They're up 5-3, and Logan, a great last inning defensively. I know there was an error, but Coxon certainly keeping that momentum you saw in the last inning. Yellow Jackets put up 4 runs, kept that momentum going on the defensive side. Nice job by Coxon, quick inning, and that's exactly sort of what you can ask for.
Impact plays from impact players has been a huge thing for the Yellow Jackets all year. I mean, it's big for any successful team, and you saw that there. Hard hit ball out to center field, hit the warning track, but Kyle Hennington was all over it. Runner at first doesn't realize it. You're going to see one of the more casual double plays.
It was a huge double play to get out of the inning as Blank was stealing, or maybe a hit and run. Didn't tag up, of course. Got a bunt here. That one right back to the pitcher. We'll throw it to first base. Is Kupik. Quick first out for him.
I don't hate the idea of laying down the bunt there. Yellow Jackets know how to get on base in a variety of ways. That one maybe just needed to be a little closer to the line rather than the pitcher. Kupik able to field that one.
That was wit, and I mean, obviously, no runners on. You're not sacrifice bunting, so obviously he's trying to bunt for a hit, a drag bunt hit, and you always want those to go down the third baseline. And probably the worst possible spot for those to get bunted is back to the pitcher, but can't win them all, I suppose. So Nate McDonald now steps back up to the plate. 0 for 1 on the day with the strikeout looking. Kupik gets in a swing and miss with the ball in the dirt. Quick 0-2 count now.
McDonald, as you mentioned, a guy who you played with, somebody who's played a lot of games in his time in Legion in this ballpark right here, knows it well.
He's down 0-2 now. Going to get another quick out here as Kupik goes back to that off speed in the dirt. Not a bad idea. Just got McDonald swinging on the prior pitch. Doesn't chase on that one.
And he's ready to hit. You can tell. I mean, MSU-B has been attacking early in all of these counts. You got a potential to maybe get him the chase there.
Now 1-2 pitch. That one lined out to left center, and that one won't get down. Tracked out down there by the left fielder Conrad Hinkle out there in left. Not a bad piece of hitting by McDonald with 2 strikes, but would be out number 2 for the Wildcats.
No, that was good contact. I mean, he puts it pretty close to the gap. Hinkle able to run that one down, though. Nice play.
Go back to the top of the order now. Kyle Hennington. Hennington looking for his first hit of the day. He's 0 for 2, and quick 2 first outs here for Sam Kupik. His pitch count only at 52. Not in a bad spot there as he deals. One fouled off by Hennington.
Pitch count was sitting at about 20 through the first 2 innings. Yellow Jackets are starting to make him work more, at least go deeper. Still a lot of gas left in the tank here, probably, though, for Kupik.
And that's just how important that third inning was, of getting those 4 runs and lots of hits. As Pennington sends that one out to right field, but it won't drop as that one is put out by the right fielder, Logan Blank, and that'll be out number 3. Quick inning there by Sam Kupik, but the Yellow Jackets still lead this one 5-3.
Just a little bit more.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to guess the weight of the piano. They charge extra for heavy stuff.
Forget that. Call 2 men and a truck. Hourly rates and no hidden fees.
Planning a ski trip? Then check the Nonstop Local Ski Report during Wake Up Montana from 5 to 7 a.m. Every hour we'll let you know the conditions and how much snow is on the slopes. Get the info you need from the Nonstop Local Ski Report, sponsored by Red Lodge Mountain.
Stride for my niece, Chelsea. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, Grace Ride!
Thank you for being my hero. Thank you.
I'd like to thank you for sponsoring the Great Strides Walk.
Thank you for saving my life. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome back in, everyone. The Yellow Jackets lead this one 5-3, but we're going to take a quick moment to just talk about the Central Washington head coach. We're going to meet our coaches really quick. First, starting with Central Washington, Coach Desi Story Logan. This guy's been around for 35 years at the helm for Central Washington. He's got his 730 career wins, the winningest coach in Wildcat baseball history, and 35 years. That's a long time to be coaching.
And he's been there longer than that. He was an assistant coach for them from 86 to 90. He also played 2 years there. He's been a Central Washington lifer, a guy who might not just have the longest coaching tenure in GNAC baseball, but the GNAC of all sports.
The Coach Story, certainly a lot of respect for him. I'm sure he's got a lot of respect earned around the GNAC conference and just the college baseball world as well, especially out there in Washington and Ellensburg.
Absolutely. It's not easy to coach for that long, and he's built up a consistent program, a team that comes in and battles year in, year out. A really impressive job he's been able to do for so long.
Now Coxon still dealing out there on the mound, and that one finds the hole between short and third base. That'll be a base knock for Andre Garza as he leads off the inning with a base hit for the Wildcats. They get their leadoff hitter on, always important to do that.
First hit of the game for Garza. It's usually been the Yellow Jackets who have been swinging early in the count. This time, though, it's Garza and the Wildcats get on base to open the inning.
So now stepping up the big boy, Mr. Swenson, Ethan Swenson. Coming up to the plate, looking to do some damage. One fouled off to the right side. Swenson does have a hit in this game and an RBI earlier in that first inning.
And if you're the Yellow Jackets, it'd be big to get out of this one and strand that runner without him crossing. 2 consecutive zeros on the scoreboard for the last 2 innings. They're going to look to keep that going here.
A swing and a miss by Swenson. Nice pitch down there, low at the knees. Gets Swenson chasing, does Coxon, and yeah, I mean, right, it's a good start to the game for the Wildcats, getting 3 on the board in the first 2 innings, and Coxon took him a little bit of time to settle down, but he's certainly done that. Now he's got 2 strikes on Swenson, looking to pick up the first out of the inning. That one, same spot as last hit. Little hole over there between shortstop and third base. That's where a lot of Wildcat hitters have lived so far this game, but puts another runner on base. 2-strike hitting there by Mr. Swenson.
Deja vu in more ways than one. As you mentioned, that one threw about the exact same place as the last hit. And now similar to how we saw them start the game, the first 2 runners reach base. Tying run there at first.
That 5-hole over there, something about that for the Wildcats. See if maybe they bunt here. Could have guessed that one. McDonald picks it up. Nice job there, but obviously a sack bunt situation. Perfectly executed there by Kellen Berg. He moves a tying run. Now at second base. What he do is good job of doing his job. Kellenberg. Sacrifice bunt moves Swenson to second base, and Garza now at third base. The Wildcats look to potentially tie this game or even take the lead. There's Conrad Hinkle coming up the plate now, looking to get his first hit. Coxon deals. A foul tip for strike one.
Yeah, Henkel, the 7-hitter, is hitting .308 on the year. Certainly a good guy to have up in a spot like this.
Henkel looking to tie the game for his team. Nice block there. Be ball one. Espen Fisher there behind home plate for the Jackets.
And for Fisher, the last thing you want to do is let a run come in because a ball gets to the backstop. You got to focus, especially with how Coxon's been attacking low. Got to keep that ball in front of you.
Be ball two. For the Wildcats, you want to score at least one run here, I'm sure. Just do anything. Like first Naylor is pretty far in there on first base. Rest of the infield is far back. McDonald's about even with third base. If you just put the ball in play, you'll get an RBI here in this situation. The 3-1 count, a hitter's count for sure. Coxon sets, delivers a 3-1 pitch. That'll be ball four. Will load the bases. Hinkle takes a walk.
Had to pull back there too, nearly went on that one, didn't chase, and he's rewarded for it. And now, talk about a jam, bases loaded.
It's now similar to the Jackets. They had the bases loaded a few innings ago, and they capitalized with the grand slam of their own. Now Sinclair Lee looking to capitalize for the Wildcats. Bases loaded here. He takes strike one. And Coxon now at 85 pitches. Still does take one pitch to get out of this double play ball. In effect, corner infielders are about pretty far up. Maybe they'll go home with it.
Nope.
Strike two.
No home runs for Lee on the year, but 9 RBIs. Pretty solid batting average at .318. He's certainly a guy of capable of just getting through one, putting a ball in play.
Coxon has him in a 0-2 hole as that one's fouled off behind home plate. Staying alive. Coxon has 4 strikeouts on the day so far. Certainly looking for 5. Number 5, that is. An 0-2 pitch, outside corner. That will be strike 3. He gets Lee looking. Huge out there by Coxon.
Back to the outside of the plate for strikeout number 6 or number 5. Sam Coxon's been doing a great job of painting the zone. I don't know if you would have wanted a double play ball there, potentially just based off of how the middle infield's kind of looked. So to keep the ball out of play is great for him.
Perfectly placed pitch to get out number 2. It'll be a foul ball. As Bloody comes up to the plate. It'll be huge if you can get out of this with no runs allowed. As Yellow Jackets still hold that 2-run lead. Swenson, the tying run out there at second base. Go-ahead run at first. Bloody 0 for 2 on the day. He takes a second pitch, sends that one out in the gap. That one will get down. That one will be a grand slam. Oh, it clears the fence. Similar spot to the Yellow Jackets grand slam, but there you go. Speaking of deja vu, grand slam for Bloody as he puts his team ahead 7-5. And how about them apples?
Bloody's a veteran hitter, a couple years with this Wildcats team. He knows how to take quality at-bats, and he's not an easy out. That time gets a hold of that one, the wind blowing out, continuing to help teams. Man, our second grand slam of the game, Yellow Jackets and Wildcats trading punches.
Second on the day, don't see that too often, but an Oppo Taco grand slam for Bloody. Huge hit, and there you go. I mean, saw a grand slam earlier in the day from the Jackets. River Smith, that was same spot nearly too. But in a River Smith's grand slam in the third inning for the Jackets. Now this one in the top of the fifth puts the Wildcats up 7-5. Tough break for Cox in there too. Looked like he was going to get out of it. That one is hit to shortstop. Fortier puts that one away as Naylor picks up his teammate with the scoop, but still damage is done as Bloody puts his team ahead 7-5. The Wildcats take the lead.
SWX Nonstop Local presents the Billings Clinic Montana Sports Series. Live Montana sports all year long, from the Montana High School Association to the Frontier Conference. If you're looking for your favorite Montana team, we've got you covered. Right now on SWX Nonstop Local, it's the Billings Clinic Montana Sports Series.
My favorite part of the job is helping people, genuinely being able to have somebody come in pain and change their life, change their smile.
Having a great smile, it just makes you feel more confident every day. For the first time in my life, going to the dentist has been an enjoyable experience.
We're a small, all-female practice. We're very compassionate. There's always a solution to the problem. You will be able to leave here with a smile.
Welcome back in, everyone. It's time to now meet the MSU-Billings head coach, Derek Waddups. He is in his 7th season with the Yellow Jackets. He holds a 132 to 158 career record and has a 47-35 record in his last 2 seasons. And Logan, we were sort of talking about this a little bit ago, but Yellow Jackets have had turnaround seasons the last few years, led by Waddups.
Everything really felt like it started to click under Coach Waddups last year. GNAC Coach of the Year in 2025, guided MSU-B to 33 wins, which was tied for its single-season record. The team made it to its second ever West Regional Tournament and picked up its first ever regional tournament win. Waddups has really helped, elevate the level for this team year after year, and last year it kind of culminated, hoping to do kind of the same thing this year for an MSU-B team that's in the hunt regionally.
So Waddups, he is second in program history in career wins. As the Jackets, they now trail game flipped that last inning with a grand slam by Max Bloody for the Wildcats, as they now trail this one 7-5.
It's pretty rare to see a game with 2 grand slams, but talk about a game with 2 out grand slams.
Now Kupik still on the mound. Only at 57 pitches now, and now he's all of a sudden got a lead to work with, so super huge there, now working with the lead and the low pitch count.
Yeah, both these teams kind of back to the situations they were in a couple innings ago.
Riker 48 sends that one to shortstop. Nice play over there, strong arm by the Wildcat shortstop. That one put out over there by Caden Hernandez. Quick one out. Now, of course, if you're the Wildcats and you're Kupik, now you've got the momentum. So now you want to get quick outs like that, of course, and obviously quick innings, too, to keep that momentum going.
And if you're MSU-B, it's just about your ability to punch back. The team already has done it once where they went down early but battled back. Unfortunately, now you're in a spot where you have to do that again, but it's a group that's mentally strong. We'll see if they can turn that into another rally.
We've seen each team battle back. The Jackets battled back with the grand slam, and the Wildcats battled back with another grand slam of their own. Now it could possibly be the Jackets' turn. As Naylor stepped up to the plate now. Naylor does have 1 hit. He takes strike number 2 from Kupik.
And if you want a guy up here to kind of start the rally, you just need a guy on base. Jack Naylor is that man. He's going to go down as not just one of the best hitters of this kind of era of MSU-B, but one of the best hitters in program history as a 4-year guy.
Naylor shoots that one foul territory down the third base line. Better watch your lips for the fans over there. Naylor hits it hard.
He does. His contact tool is just one of the best I've ever seen from a guy. Naylor has just such a good ability of not just putting a bat to the ball, but he makes really good contact. Not a ton of home runs, but that launch angle doesn't help him out, but he just hits so much hard.
Naylor skies that one to center field. That ball is carrying and tailing to the right. A nice play out there in center field. That was Max Bloody out there.
Bloody, the home run hero last inning, this time getting it done in the field. There's not a lot of easy plays out there, especially when the wind's carrying like it is today. Putting some extra lift on the ball, but great range out in center.
That was a tougher catch than it seemed. It seemed like it was going to be a routine fly ball out to Bloody, but the ball kept tailing to the right thanks to the wind, but a nice put out there. And out number 2, and Q-pick is Caden Bertram steps up to the plate now. 2 up, 2 down so far for the Wildcats.
Bertram reached both his times up. First with the big triple. That one looked like it could have potentially left the park, and then Wara won last inning.
He pops that one up to shortstop, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for Sam Q-pick. A quick inning as the Wildcats still lead this one 7-5.
Welcome to Eagle Mount Cycle to Soar, the most exhilarating cycling fundraiser of the year. Get ready to experience a whirlwind of excitement as we pedal for a purpose, enhancing the lives of those with disabilities experienced through friendships and adventures. It's about coming together as a community to make a difference. Every pedal stroke counts, empowering us to offer adaptive recreation. Visit our website at eaglemountbillings.org to register or reserve your sponsorship. Become a part of this amazing event. Eagle Mount Cycle to Soar.
So to see kids like when they get those concepts and when it's that aha moment, it's why we do it, right? Especially with reading, it can be such a skill for some kids where they get it, and then there's some kids that really struggle with it. And so putting in that work, when it does click, when they are able to be successful or even see any growth, I mean, that's why we do it. It really means a lot because you're helping that kid be successful and watching them grow as they continue on in their educational journey. When we have those good days and see that growth, it's awesome.
Welcome back in, everyone. Sam Coxon still retaking the mound for the Yellow Jackets. He is at 92 pitches as his team trails 7-5. The Wildcats, a big first inning, or big inning at top of the 5th as we enter the top of the 6th. Huge grand slam by Max Bloody. Put them ahead by 2 runs as they look to keep their momentum going now. And see Sam Coxon again at 92 pitches. Not much action. We do see now action happening in the MSU bullpen over there down the left field foul line.
Coxon's a guy they got a lot of faith in, and I imagine that Coach Waddups is going to want to at least see him get through the 6th inning here. It's kind of always the benchmark. I believe it's the lefty Malcolm Bartholomew, a senior, who's starting to work down there. One of those high leverage guys for MSU.
As strike 1 by Coxon. 1-1 count on Logan Blank. Blank with a nice day at the plate. He's got himself 2 hits so far. That one sent up to Fortier at shortstop, grounded. Nice throw there by Fortier. Naylor with the stretch, and that'll be a put out. 6-3 put out for out number 1.
Fortier's had a couple of low throws in this game so far. Nice there to see him get one cleanly across the diamond. No need for a scoop.
Now stepping up to the plate for the Wildcats is Ethan Buckley. Their catcher. On way upstairs.
Team leader in batting average coming into this one, but Buckley just one of the few Wildcats we've seen yet to get a hit.
He is hitting .418 coming into this contest. 33 hits on the season. That one sent to Fortier again. Nice throw by Fortier. Puts that one out. 6-3 once again. Be 2 outs for Cox and 2 quick outs as well as only 5 pitches into the game, or into the inning.
And it's exactly what you needed. Coxon working on a high pitch count. The stuff is still there. We're starting to see a little less swing and miss and a little more contact, though. Nice to see Fortier backing him up there with 2 quick outs, both recorded by the shortstop.
2 quick putouts by Fortier and Coxon, as that brings up Andre Garza, third baseman. 1 for 3 with 1 strikeout. Coxon deals. Sets to deliver the 1-0 pitch. You strike 1. Inside corner. Next pitch will be triple digits for Coxon. Sitting at 99 pitches. 1-1 count on ball in the dirt.
Coxon really has done exactly what you needed him to today if you're MSUB for the most part. A little unlucky with the grand slam. Some of those errors didn't quite help him out, but he's had an effective game on the mound.
Had 3 errors in this game so far. Those all coming in the early innings, really, as he gets him to swing and miss. A 2-2 count on Andre Garza. Probably be Coxon's last innings. He has triple digits now as he looks to finish strong. Oh, and grounded out to second base. Tough throw. Not handled by Naylor. Tough play by Witt. It's like a tough hop on this turf. See what they rule that one.
When it rains, it pours. It's going to be another error. All 4 have come on either the shortstop or the second baseman for MSUB. Yellow Jacket defense just needs to sharpen up. Too many mistakes.
That will be the 4th error. As Garza reaches, bringing up Swenson.
As we kind of mentioned at the top, that defense has just been one of those things. Lowest fielding percentage in the GNAC.
That one is spiked. Hits the plate. Goes all the way back to the backstop as Garza will take second base, and now we've got a runner in scoring position. So Wildcats can certainly add to their lead, and all sort of going back to that error.
Kind of felt like it was almost the perfect inning for the Yellow Jackets. You would have got 3 quick outs. You could have had the bats back up, no trouble. Now just like that, another runner in scoring position.
Swenson ahead 1-0 now. He takes a strike on the outside corner. Sticking to that lone outside spot on the big guy.
We've seen it work on him multiple times. We've also seen him swinging at pitches low. Maybe another breaking ball out of the zone here.
As Coxon goes with a fastball. Too low and outside. The 2-1 count.
It's not the worst thing to potentially end up walking and put the force on. He's a really talented hitter. You don't want to put one in his wheelhouse.
He's ahead in the count, looking for a good pitch to hit, and that one is high. Now we've got a big hitters count here, 3-1. Certainly looking for a certain spot here if you're Swenson to do some damage. Drive the ball as Coxon sets, and that one down the left field line, but that one will go foul. That was a pitch he was looking for, too. You could tell, big swing.
Say, a pitch he was looking for and a pitch you were hoping to avoid. Made great contact on that one. Just couldn't quite time it right.
A bit early on that one. We'll see what Coxon does now. 3-2 count with 2 outs. Runner at second base is Garza. And he didn't go. They checked the runner, but no. Checked the batter. First base umpire says no. Pitch was in on his hands, and he held up, did Swenson, as he takes a walk.
And we've seen, I think, 3 or 4 times now, Central Washington's checked that swing. You get the point down in their favor. Wildcats have done a great job kind of on those borderline pitches, just bringing it back at the last second.
They'll bring up Kellen Berg. He's got 2 hits on the day so far, and Coxon now deals. Gets him to chase on the outside pitch. Coxon now at 109 pitches, and Coach Waddup still leaving him in there. We'll see how long he lasts. Definitely trusting his guy to get out of this inning. 2 runners on. The 0-1 pitch. Curveball, a little bit too high.
And especially in the top 3 starters on this Yellow Jackets team this year, Chappell, who will start game 2, Sam Coxon, and Cade Queen, there's a lot of trust in those arms. They're talented. You got to trust them to get outs no matter the situation, even if you're late in the game like this.
1-1, blows it by him. Yeah, 1-2.
I think maybe that
still
fastball.
Got some velo.
I was going to say, it's down maybe a tick or two, but he can still hurl it. That one was still pretty quick.
111 pitches later, we're at a 1-2 count with 2 outs. Wildcats 2 runners on. Coxon deals. Ball is fouled off. Staying alive is Kellenberg. Certainly want to hold them here if you're the Jackets. Trying to get out of this inning. Sam Coxon deals. 1-2 pitch to Kellenberg. Gets him swinging. Sam Coxon, 113 pitches later, gets the batter to swing and miss, and he gets out of the jam. The Yellow Jackets still trail this one 7-5.
Local is more than where you do business. It's how you serve your customers and communities. And for us, it's why we do what we do. At Stockman Bank, we offer convenient, innovative financial solutions backed by the power of quick, informed, local decisions. So you receive the services you need when you need them. We don't just believe in local, we are local. We are Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking.
Family Feud asks, what were they thinking?
Name something you do to imitate a rooster. Imitate a rooster. Imitate a rooster.
Puff your chest out.
Could you demo that right here?
Thinking about fun? Watch Family Feud.
She walked right up to her, too. Some Superman.
Family Feud, weekdays on Nonstop Local Billings.
Welcome back in, everyone. We're going to take a quick look at the MSU-B's next few games after this 4-game series here at home. They obviously got 2 today, 2 tomorrow against Central Washington. They'll go on the road to take on St. Martin's. It'll be another GNAC doubleheader. 4 games there. Take on Western Oregon here in a few weeks. Northwest Nazarene as well. And then back of the 25th of April, we've got more baseball on SWX. So obviously, never an easy schedule. And GNAC's never easy to play in. There's always great teams, including Northwest Nazarene. But I feel like everyone sort of beats up on everyone somewhat every year, Logan.
It's kind of a unique conference. There's only 5 GNAC baseball schools, so you play everybody twice. 8 games against teams. You get really used to each other, and then those top 3 teams making the GNAC tournament. It's just always hard when you see a team so much. You get so used to each other. You learn so much about one another.
River Smith comes up to bat. He's the hero. Grand slam as he grounds out to shortstop. Smith does have all 5 RBIs for the Jackets as he grounds out, but that is a good point. And I was thinking about that earlier, right? If only 5 teams, you do see the team so much during the season. I feel like you see the pitchers so much too, right? If you see and the hitters, pitchers see the hitters, but you see so many. You get to know teams' tendencies, and you get to know pitchers' tendencies, and I feel like that serves as a real advantage sort of for everyone. As Nick Reed skies that one out deep to center field. He put out number 2 for the day, but I feel like that's just sort of, it is just unique, like you said, with only 5 teams, but you sort of get to know teams really well.
Yeah, it's in one way it offers a disadvantage, but it also does kind of hurt you when you get, people get so used to you, especially even as a pitcher or a batter, kind of knowing what you like, what you want to swing at, what you don't. It's a different element to your game. And the other thing that's kind of awkward about the GNAC is of those 3 West Conference teams, they don't have the auto bid where the CCAA and the Pac West do. So it does put pressure even on your top team. Your regional spot isn't set, even if you win that conference title. Your ability to perform in the clutch, it's important for you to win games, especially those conference games. your results are even more important when you know you don't have that conference championship to guarantee your spot in a regional tournament.
We do have ourselves a pinch hitter. It'll be Jason Wright coming to the plate. Pinch hitting for Espen Fisher. He'll take over catching duties. So another one of their catchers, the senior catcher, is Wright.
Yeah, the senior lefty bat has made his impact as a pinch hitter. I think he's got 2 career pinch hit home runs, had a go-ahead one on the road last year that was pretty exciting, and then this year had another one early in the year as well. A guy who's able to kind of come in the middle of games and just be ready to swing and make his impact felt.
So Jason Wright pinch hitting. Now ahead in the count. Did not go on that one. Head in the count 2-1. Wright takes the pitch inside. Head in the count 3-1 now.
Other kind of cool thing for Jason Wright is at MSU-B we do a Yellow Jacket of the Month, kind of recognizing a person's contributions on and off the field, and Jason Wright actually won that last month.
Wright sends that one out in the gap. That will be put out center field. A little bit of a shift out there by the Wildcats. So that'll be 3 up, 3 down. Nice inning for Sam Kupik, as he goes 3 up, 3 down, and Central Washington still leads this one 7-5.
Helps them to grow and learn and have imagination.
Through reading stories, you're able to learn how to recenter you, like a grounding tool. That can be very beneficial for your mental health as well.
I like reading because sometimes if I feel like down, I just like being in another world and it helps me calm down.
I believe as a librarian that this should be a place where everybody wants to come and be.
I would want to share with other people because it's kind of good for you, it helps you learn, and if you're in like a bad mood or sad, it just kind of cheers you up.
I would never smile before until after I had my teeth worked on here, and now I'm smiling all the time. I look younger, I just feel better. We were having trouble finding somebody in Montana to work on our special needs boy Trevor, and Grand Avenue Dental Care, the only one that would do it. Now he is doing so much better. Everybody that works here at this office will make you feel like you're part of a family.
Welcome back in, everyone. We'll have a new pitcher for the Yellow Jackets. Before that, let's look at the Sam Coxon. Not a bad outing for Coxon. Did have quite a lot of errors committed by his defense, but he comes out of the game with 113 pitches.
Yeah, ends up going those 6 innings, 9 hits allowed, 7 runs, 6 of them earned, struck out 6 guys. Maybe just a little unlucky with some of that batted ball luck, some balls that just got through that were nice ground ball pitches. Solid game by him. A little unfortunate to be left on the hook for the loss potentially right now.
So now, everyone, you're looking at the number 2, Carson Waples is the new pitcher coming in for Coxon. He's got a 4.50 ERA, 9 appearances so far in relief, 12 innings pitched only on the season so far, 10 strikeouts as well. He'll be coming in to relief of Coxon as his team trails 7-5, so certainly looking to keep that deficit at will as the Wildcats look to extend their lead now in the top half of the 7th inning.
Yeah, second lowest ERA on the team for Waples. He's a guy that you trust in these close games, big situations if you're MSU-B, one of the key pieces of this bullpen.
So strike 1 does Waples, and Coxon only gave up 9 hits. I mean, that's not terrible. There's a lot of errors that really hurt him more so than the hits, I felt like. Maybe besides the grand slam, but definitely tough when your defense puts 4 errors on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't necessarily impact the earned runs as much with only one of those 7 runs being unearned, but it's partly about just continuing those innings. It helps run up his pitch count, which was pretty high. You know, the errors hurt you in more ways than one. It's not just about the extra runner on the base path.
So now Conrad Hinkle steps up to the plate for the Wildcats. He's got a walk on the day, no hits, 0 for 2 with that base on ball as Waples gets him swinging. His first strikeout of the day is a K. The first put out of the inning for the Jackets.
Pretty solid swing and miss stuff for Waples on the year. Only 10 strikeouts, but those 12 innings, so he's just a little under a strikeout an inning. He's a guy that just knows how to get outs in multiple ways. That time gets it with a nice pitch.
Waples is a junior for the Jackets. That's a 1-0 pitch. A little off-speed pitch, just off the plate to Sinclair Lee, stepping up now. 0 for 3 with 1 strikeout is Lee on the day.
Yeah.
Pitch upstairs. Ball 2.
Yeah, first year with the program. Waples is a transfer. Previously spent 2 years at Mount Hood Community College. Does have experience as a starter with some good run out. He's got a nice pitch mix.
Will be a 4-pitch walk for Lee as he takes his base, and that will bring up so far the hero of the game, Max Bleddy. Had that big grand slam out to right center field, and that one so far is the difference. With his team trailing 5-3 in the top of the 5th, Bleddy sent that one out over the fence. Huge grand slam. He steps up. Nice off-speed pitch by Waples.
The Wildcats are a pretty young group. Bleddy, just one of the 2 starters that are seniors that we saw in the starting lineup. He kind of helps pace a young bunch, a good veteran presence in the dugout, making his impact felt with the bat in this one too, and has had a really nice day out in center field.
The 1-1 count to Bleddy. Looking to do even more damage. That one fouled into the Jacket dugout.
Some quick reflexes there by the guys. Most of the team up on the railing.
Yeah. It's never fun when you've got someone aiming for you at the plate.
Makes me feel a little better. We got this fence here in our way.
Right. Bleddy sends that one out to left field. Goes back as a left fielder, but he does put it away. Nick Reed out there in left field with the putout. Hard hit ball from Bleddy just right at him.
And nerves for a second, the way he kind of hesitated, it looked like Reed maybe needed to go back on it and wasn't, but kind of ended up right in the glove.
And 2 outs now brings up Caden Hernandez. He's 1 for 4 on the day. Off-speed pitch, 12-6 curveball. Dropping right in there in the zone.
4th at-bat of the game here as he leads off the 4th time through the order for the Wildcats.
Another off-speed pitch. Painting the outside corner. 0-2 count now. See if he goes right back to that. 2 quick curveballs to start off this count by Waples. 0-2 pitch to Hernandez. Another curveball. That one off to McDonald. Diving play. Bobbles it as he gets up. Nice stop by McDonald. Couldn't quite get the ball out of his glove. Hernandez does reach, and that one will probably be an infield single. It's a nice effort there by McDonald.
Yeah, just a heck of a job to keep the ball in the infield in front of you so much as hit that gap and gone through. You'd rather see him just kind of eat that one and be safe with it than throw it past the base. We've seen MSU-B give away multiple free bags on a play like that today. So
exactly, we've already seen that a few times. So no, not too much damage there. Just the Wildcats' 10th hit of the game. However, lots of hits up there on the scoreboard. Now Logan Blank comes up. He's got 2 of those 10 hits. So he takes a strike. A 1-1 count. So Wildcats now threatening again. Runner in scoring position. He's strike 2. A quick 0-2 count here. Waples looking to get out of it.
This would be a big moment for him if he's able to come in, help steady the ship, escape this jam.
0-2 pitch. That one fouled down the first baseline. Blank staying alive. Lee standing out there at second base as Waples deals that one outside. Still ahead 1-2. Lots you can do here ahead in the count if you're Waples.
Yeah, that ability to get ahead that we saw with Cox, and it opens up a lot of opportunities.
And there's that 5-hole again as Coach Story is going to send his runner. The throw comes in, and he will be out. Nice throw out there at left field as they gun the runner at second base. Nick Reed, one hopper to the catcher, Jason Wright, and the Yellow Jackets get out of it. Beautiful baseball there by the Yellow Jackets. Nonetheless, they still trail, but they limit the damage. We'll be back after the break.
Join us for the 47th annual Heart and Soul Run on Saturday, June 20th. Races include a 5K, 2-mile walk, and the RRCA 10K State Championship. Proceeds benefit the YMCA and Billings TrailNet. The post-race Montana Active Life Festival will be at Dealer Park and features free family fun. Kids can participate in the running of the bases. Also, the car and motorcycle show is back. Register today at heartandsoulrace.org for the best Father's Day weekend ever.
We come from everywhere, drawn to a name, a history, a legacy. But for us, it's more than just a name. It's the rhythm of the streets. It's the roar of the kennel. It's the dream in every kid's heart. Every time I put on this jersey, I feel that rhythm, that roar, that dream. Now it's time to see us, to feel us, to watch us. Join SWX and be part of the excitement this season.
How about Nick Reed showing off his cannon of an arm out there in left field, gunning down the runner to end last inning. Huge play there by the Jackets to save a run. Still trail 7-5 with Logan, obviously, that every run matters, and a play like that can go a long ways.
Absolutely humongous play by the freshman out there who's really starting to make that left field spot his own. We've seen him show up in a big way this season for MSU with the bat. This time flexing his ability in the outfield. Nice little one-hopper and a great job behind the plate. Right, MSU to just collect that one and then apply the tag.
So Nick Reed saves a run. Top half of that inning, the Jackets start off. That is going to get down. That one, number 23, Andrew Witt. He's going to go for 3, but he stumbles. He's going to go back to second. As Witt's got himself a leadoff double. Yellow Jackets keeping the momentum going after that inning-ending play. Like the center fielder was injured on that one, though, diving.
It's the second time we've seen a ball like that kind of tail and create a little bit of an awkward play. The first one being the triple early from Caden Bertram.
You see Bleddy, Max Bleddy, with nice effort out there in center field. The ball gets by him. It's like he probably landed hard on his wrist, it looked like. They're checking him out there in center.
And it's still certainly starting to warm up here in Billings. It's hard grass out there. It's a turf infield, but a grass outfield. That absolutely could not have felt great.
His Witt, Witt certainly could have had himself a stand-up triple on that too. That's the second time we've seen this game someone stumble coming around second base as they were trying to stretch the play into a triple.
Nearly the exact same spot in the first inning. We saw Caden Hernandez rounding and kind of end up eating it there. This time Witt was trying to extend. He's able to get back to the bag, which is good, but maybe in between the games here as we go in the doubleheader, maybe somebody will go out and take a look at that spot.
So Bleddy looks like he's doing fine out there in center field. As Witt now stands at second base. Leadoff double. Always big to get your leadoff runner on base. Chances always go up of that runner scoring. Now McDonald, we'll see what they do here. Donald, the 9-hole hitter, looking to do something. Let's have 15 RBIs on the season. A hidden ball trick. Folks, I think we had ourselves a hidden ball trick. And I'll be honest, I didn't see that one coming either. I think
what happened is they're saying that Witt didn't touch first base.
Oh, did they
and
tag
so
him?
he threw back to first for the out. That must be what it is. Nobody said anything at the time, and obviously we had the dead ball.
I'll be honest, I was looking down, but it looks like, I know he stumbled around second. They're saying that he missed first base. And then they're going to give him the out.
And I thought at first,
all you got to do, I mean, you just step off and you appeal to the base.
And I think what I thought he was doing at first was maybe just trying to avoid the balk potentially by doing like a disengagement.
Yeah. McDonald sends that one right back at Cupick. Nice play there by the third baseman. McDonald wheels it out. Liner right back, and that one had to hurt. Hard hit ball by McDonald. Cupick right in the back.
And you knew at the minute it made contact, he immediately just kind of grabbed that spot. This has been a tough inning for the Wildcats. I mean, it's been a tough inning for both teams, but to see your center fielder go down, thankfully he was able to stay in, but now that ball back to the pitcher.
See here on the replay, good look here, right in the sort of the hip almost, side, maybe not square on the back, after looking at it a second time.
No matter where it is, it's a spot that's going to leave a gnarly bruise.
Obviously, the exit velo on that was, the hit was pretty high and a hard hit line drive. And Cupick, you see, having himself a good game so far. Still only 75 pitches. We saw Bleddy out there in center field get injured for a second, and he is looking fine. And we'll see here a great look here. That was Witt missing first base, and you're right.
It was the right call.
Shout out to the camera guy. That was the right call. Definitely stepped over first base. Another look at it here, Logan.
And that's just one of those mistakes that you don't want to see.
It definitely looks like he misses it, you know.
And he's a young guy. A number of these Yellow Jackets that we see making an impact are freshmen. You need to see those players, making the right play, and mistakes like that are tough to take.
So after that line drive back to Cupick, he is going to exit the game. 75 pitches, five earned runs. Talked about him a little bit, but going back to that, Logan, I mean, all right, we see the camera angle him miss first base. Obviously, someone caught that. Usually that's the first baseman's job, is the first baseman always looks to watch if the runner touches the base or not. And so I know we didn't really see the first baseman on that, but I'm sure it was either the first baseman, maybe the bench. Obviously, there's certain people that's their job is to watch something like that. And so they applied. Here we go. I think the first baseman, Swenson.
Yeah, you can see Svensson kind of look down and he clocked it.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do is you watch the runner. There's a good angle right there. He definitely stepped over it. You can see Swenson probably noticed it right away. Tell coach or something. That's what you do. You trail the runner if you know it's an obvious double. You watch if he misses first base. You trail him down to second base. And I mean, that's huge because now McDonald's on first. But obviously a big play there. But we got ourselves a pitching change, as I was saying, folks. And that'll be number 19. Lance Middleman coming in, a sophomore for the Wildcats, looking to come in for Austin Cupick. And again, not a bad outing for Cupick. Certainly only threw 75 pitches in about 6 or 7 innings, so great outing for him.
Yeah, an unfortunate end for Austin Cupick, who really had done a great job of kind of controlling the bats. Since the grand slam in the third, hadn't allowed a single run. Unfortunate end for him. But now we're going to see Middleman, who's making his 7th appearance on the year, 7.30 ERA.
And I wonder, I mean, obviously Cupick only came out with 75 pitches. I wonder if he came out probably just because of that injury or something. Maybe if that doesn't happen, he stays in there. Obviously, that's a big what if, but seemed like that ball hit him pretty hard, and maybe it was time to get him out of there just for health, safety purposes, and get a new reliever in there as well. But nonetheless, Middleman comes in with McDonald at first base. Top of the order now for the Jackets as well.
Yeah, we saw Cupid kind of try to throw a couple of practice pitches while we were replaying that, and he didn't quite look comfortable. You could definitely tell he was in pain. You obviously hope he's okay.
So now it is Kyle Hennington, and even more so, I mean, going back to that double where Witt missed first base, I mean, if that doesn't happen, he's probably at third base right now, and McDonald's at first, and we got no outs. So obviously something like that is a pretty big deal. Can change the outcome of this inning for sure.
Every coach harps on making sure you do the little things right, and right there, Witt didn't do the little things correctly, and it ends up impacting the team in a huge way. You can't have those mental errors. That's why coaches stress that, and I'm sure, too, for him, Witt feels horrible. You're never going to miss the bag ever again
that
after
one
that.
sent out to right field, a little foul ball. Hennington been on the jammed him a little bit. But even more so, little things for Swenson out there at first base of watching that play and being able to pick up on that he missed first base.
Say likewise in the opposite dugout, he's going to be applauded for his efforts.
Yes.
Could end up potentially saving multiple runs this inning.
So Hennington now with a 2-2 count after that foul ball. McDonald is at first base. Pretty big lead over that first as Hennington swing and miss. A pick off at first. McDonald gets back in time. Over a good move by Ethan Buckley, the catcher. Throw down there.
And that could have been absolutely disastrous. McDonald able to slide back in there, but it was close. If two of your outs that you recorded in the inning were on getting picked off on a strikeout,
mental mistakes
not touching
in
the
base
bag.
path, yeah. And that was pretty close. It really was. It's a good throw by Buckley. Now Fortier comes up to the plate. His first strikeout of the day as well for Lance Middleman.
Fortier 1 for 3. He's got a great contact skill. You're going to see him potentially try to look for the gaps. As McDonald maybe should have ran there. Ball popped out of the glove.
One count, 2 outs here. Bottom of the 7th inning, McDonald leads off at first base and popped down the first base line, but that's going to get out of play. Swenson over there following that ball all the way to the fence. 48 now down in a 1-2 hole. One-two from Middleman now. McDonald takes off. Ball is high. Third down by Buckley, and he's got him. Ethan Buckley with a laser with an arm, and McDonald has gone down at second base to end the inning, and Middleman gets out of that one as the Wildcats still take a 7-5 lead after 7 innings.
Need print materials fast? Minuteman Press has you covered. From business cards to banners, flyers to signs, we print it all with professional quality at lightning speed. Upload your design in minutes, choose from thousands of templates, and get exactly what you need when you need it. Whether it's for your business, event, or big idea, Minuteman Press delivers printing made simple, fast, and affordable. Minuteman Press, printing for the minute you need it.
Wake Up and City Brew would like to thank the staff at Cornerstone Caregiving. Cornerstone Caregiving is proud to serve the Billings and surrounding areas. Their caregivers are ready to assist with in-home services that cater to senior care, veterans care, palliative care, respite care, Alzheimer's and dementia care, and other services to ensure comfort and well-being. Thank you for all you do. If you'd like to make a Coffee for a Cause nomination for a local business or organization, click the More tab at nonstoplocal.com today.
Ethan Buckley here gunning down Nate McDonald as we see on the attempted steal. End last inning is now heading to the top of the 8th. That was the second out that the Yellow Jackets got on the base pass, and I mean that's pretty tough. I mean the first one more of a mental mistake than that one from McDonald, but obviously 2 of your 3 outs coming on the base pass. That's tough.
And Buckley's one of the most talented catchers in the GNAC. He's not easy to run on. Nice pop there, able to get up and fire that one down. If you're MSUB after that last inning, you just kind of got to figure out a way to hit the reset button in the middle of the game. You know, that's the kind of inning that can really just mentally sink a team. You got to find a way to just put that out of sight, out of mind, focus on the task ahead of you, which is just finding another way to get runs across the plate next time up.
Now stepping up to the plate is Buckley. Speaking of Mr. Ethan Buckley. See if he can get a hit now after throwing out McDonald at second base to end last inning.
Yeah, 0 for 3 today, but has reached once on a walk.
And Waple's still on the mound now. 24 pitches in. One pitch to Buckley. Sky high out there to the outfield. In no man's land. The right fielder comes away. He's going to put that out. There's River Smith out there in right.
No easy reads today with how hard this wind has been blowing. Nice job by the Yellow Jackets to force the early out. Looks like there is movement in the bullpen as well.
That was pretty high up there, too. Sky high pop-up.
It's easy for the wind to catch something like that and kind of create some chaos.
So out number 1 recorded for the Jackets, a big one for Waples. So he gets Garza to swing and miss. Andre Garza now stepping up to the plate. He is 1 for 4. They're now in the top of the 8th inning. Jackets still trail by 2. That one ball in the dirt. We've seen the last few innings have been scoreless. I mean, not a lot of action last 2 or 3 innings since that Max Bloody grand slam.
At least not a lot of scoring action, but this kind of feels like a tale of 2 games.
Exactly.
A little bit.
Lots of random action we've seen so far in this contest.
That's the beautiful thing about baseball. I feel like you can turn on any game at no matter what level, and you're going to see something that you've never seen before.
Waple deals a 2-1 pitch.
As I look down, it looks like Hayden Mullins is up in the bullpen for MSU-B. The Yellow Jackets closer was an all-region guy last year. Question is, I wonder how quickly they go to him.
3-1 pitch now, and Waples walks Garza. We'll put a runner on now with 1 out for the Wildcats. Always a threat to steal, I'm sure, as well. Now here's the big man, Ethan Swenson, coming up to the plate. 2 for 3 on the day with a walk and an RBI.
And after that last heads-up deal, Swenson is the guy who kind of caught that Witt didn't touch first. Maybe walk him with a little extra spring in your step just kind of fills you with some more confidence, and he had already been having a great game.
We saw Jason right there going out to talk to his pitcher. Maybe doing that to give Mullins a little bit of time out there in the bullpen to warm up. See if Waddups is thinking about bringing him in soon as Swenson fouls that one off.
Mullins is a guy who's certainly been capable of not just, throwing the ninth. Yellow Jackets have deployed him earlier in games this year to go ahead and get 4 outs, get 6 outs. I think he's even had to get 7 or 8 in a game. Nice utility beast out of
0-1 pitch. That'll be a ball. Just missed the corner. Garza at first base, takes his walk. That one sent to McDonald, throws a second. Bobbled there at second base, but they get Swenson, who's not the fastest runner. A double play will end the inning. Big play there by the Jackets. They still trail 7-5 going into the bottom of the 8th inning.
It's more than a jersey. It's more than a game. It's honor, pride, and legacy. Stepping onto that court, knowing you carry the whole city with you. Inside the kennel, there's a heartbeat. Here, nothing is given. Everything is earned. You fight for every rebound, every possession, because pride doesn't come free. This is Gonzaga, and this is our house. Join Nonstop Local this season and be a part of the excitement.
We've scanned the galaxy, and the best prices aren't on Mars. They're at Montana Flooring Liquidators. From hardwood to carpet, from vinyl to tile, our prices are so low, they're out of this world. This is your leader of discounts.
Montana Flooring Liquidators. Prices so low, even aliens can't resist.
This Montana Sports Series presentation of GNAC Baseball is made possible in part by the Billings Clinic. Billings Clinic, trust and be trusted. Strive for excellence, serving Montana, Wyoming, and the Dakotas. Welcome in, everyone. Again, my name is Johnny Day, joined alongside Logan Tracy, Assistant Director of Communications at MSU-B.
Nailed it.
I believe, is that how you say your official title? Logan, now it's time. Bottom of the 8th inning. It's time for the Yellow Jackets to get going a little bit, don't you say?
And you're at the perfect part of your order to do that if you're MSU-B. The time to strike is now. You're leading off with Jack Naylor, one of the best hitters in this lineup, and then Caden Bertram, absolute slugging machine. Or rather, you're at Riker Fortier leading off, but he's also more than capable of setting the table. And then you go into those guys, and River Smith, who's been hitting a hot bat today. The time is now if you're the Yellow Jackets to strike.
They do have 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Up now is Fortier. Little curveball there. Middleman's still in the game for the Wildcats. Pitch count just at 11 now. Fortier is 1 for 3 on the day. He's down 0-2 early in this count. Lance tries to put him away. Flies that one out to center. Sort of in no man's land. Bloody will come up and catch it. Bloody looking good out there in center field after a small little injury a few innings ago on an attempted diving catch. Be a put out by 7. 7 put out.
Kind of a funky thing worth keeping an eye on for the Wildcats. Their leader in saves this year, as we're sitting in a save situation, is Kellen Burke, with 3 of them, who's currently playing at second base.
Interesting.
I mean, there's a potential you could see him shift over to close the game out. Not sure where they are in the batting order, but you could see potentially a pinch hit or a shift potentially.
So Naylor now stepping up is Middleman. That one's down to center field again. Bleddy makes the catch. Nice sliding catch there by Bleddy out there in center field. 2 for 2 on putouts in the inning is Bleddy in the 8. Center field, I think I called it 7. It is the 8 position. Pardon me on that one, folks. Bleddy out there.
That one certainly was left center. Heck of a play. Bleddy's been making the difference with his bat. Changed the game. That time steps up, makes another huge play with his glove.
So 2 up and 2 down so far for Middleman. And against a few of the Jackets' best hitters in Fortier and Naylor. So huge 2 outs right there. Now, of course, bringing up Caden Bertram, their big home run guy. Certainly could use one of those right now.
He was swinging for it there. That one had a lot of power behind it.
That was some gas there by Lance Middleman. He is pumped up there on the mound. I'd like to see a radar gun on this kid.
And you can tell the entire Wildcats team really is, the dugout's really getting into it now. A lot of positive energy from over there.
0-2, that fastball just a bit high. Again, they are holding a 2-run lead. It's bottom of the 8th. Jackets only have 4 outs to go.
How this wind has continued to blow. One swing of the bat.
Bertram. That one way up in there on the third baseline. I don't even see it, but it goes fair, but it is caught over there by the third baseman. Put out by Andre Garza. Quick inning there by Middleman. And 3 up, 3 down. Yellow Jackets still trail this one 5-7 as we go to the top half of the 9th.
It's a celebration of Montana football past and present. Join us for the 10th annual Montana Pro Football Hall of Fame induction ceremony at the Billings Hotel and Convention Center. Come early and meet the Hall of Famers, get autographs, and take some pics. Try your luck with our raffles and have a chance to win amazing prizes like autographed footballs signed by Hall of Fame alumni. Don't forget to register for our golf tournament at Pryor Creek on June 26th. Football is a family, so come out and join the party at the 10th annual Montana Pro Football Hall of Fame ceremony on June 27th.
Go
Prepare to embark on a journey through the unparalleled musical legacy and online at albertabeartheater.org.
Top half of the 9th inning, Central Washington coming back up to the plate. They lead this one 7-5. Carson Waples still on the mound for the Jackets. He's had 33 pitches. We did see some action in their pen last inning, but was their closer. Obviously not much of a reason to bring him in. They're down 2 runs. Waples pitch now. Swing and a miss by Kellenberg.
You know, if you get in trouble, it might be worth putting Mullins in just to try to keep it close for the 9th, but the way Waples has been able to navigate, that might not be necessary.
Berg hits that one foul. Quick 0-2 count now by Waples. Working quick. 0-2 pitch. Outside. Berg is 2 for 3 with 1 RBI. 1-2 pitch. Curveball. Hit high up in the center field. Handled out there by the center fielder. The out number 1. Kyle Hennington puts that away.
Quick out is the name of the game. If you're MSUB, the 2-run lead is certainly manageable. The last thing you want to do is put yourself in a situation where you could potentially create some more obstacles for you to overcome.
Ball 1 to Conrad Hinkle. And that's exactly what you want to do this inning. When you're down by 2, you want to get out of this one as quick as possible and go hopefully tie or win the game in the bottom half of the 9th as Hinkle sends that one out to left field. Base knock by him. His first hit of the game so far. Line shot out there to left field.
And now, I would say, just as we were saying to avoid that, Central Washington creates the issue by getting a man on base themselves. Nice little piece of hitting there by Henkel. That's another one that we've seen go between the gap at short and third. A lot of action over there.
So Henkel makes it to, reaches at first base. Now Sinclair Lee stepping up to the plate. Lee, a .318 hitter. Runner is going, and ball bobbled down there. A little bit low pitch as well. Jason Wright couldn't handle it. And Hinkle gets himself a stolen base.
Yeah, you say even with the bobble, I'm not sure if Wright would have been able to gun the runner down. Henkel got a great jump.
So that run can make all the difference here as Henkel gets himself in scoring position. He's swinging a foul ball from the lead. Certainly Wildcats threatening to extend their 2-run lead here. Waples is behind the count 2-1. See what Lee does here, ahead in the count. Curveball dropping in there, just a bit high though.
Now once again in a hitter's count. Lee's got an opportunity here now.
Looking for a good pitch to hit here, ahead in the count. Sends it out to second base. Bobbled by Witt, recovers. Gets the out, throws to Naylor. Not a lot of wheels on Lee over there.
No, there is not. It's certainly been an adventure anytime the ball's been hit up the middle to see what exactly will happen with it. Witt knocked that one down. Was nervous he wasn't going to be able to collect it in time. Or ends up
another middle infielder error right there too. You know, that one sent out to left field. That's Bleddy again. So he got himself a second home run of his game, and yes, he does. This one out to left field, a 2-run shot by Max Bleddy. That extends the Wildcats' lead, and that is exactly what you wanted if you're the Wildcats. Exactly what you didn't want if you were the Yellow Jackets.
And
Max Bleddy.
And he's the man to do it today. Max Bleddy has been making big plays when he's needed to as the 9-hitter. Now 2 home runs, 6 RBIs in this one, a number of really nice plays out in center field. Max Bleddy stepping up in a big way to open the series for Central Washington.
And just his second home run of the day, but his second home run of the season. His first home run was that grand slam, and what a way to step up if you're Max Bloody. 2 home runs, one opposite field, and he pulls this one out to left center. 2 bombs on the day. Some huge insurance runs as well.
I think if there was any doubt who a potential player of the game for this one would be, that last swing might have decided it.
Max Bloody 6 RBIs, MSU-B 5 as a team. Outscoring the Yellow Jackets on his own. That one's sent back here towards us. We've got top of the order Hernandez now. Maples is ahead 0-2. What a bomb. I mean, I enjoy watching home runs. I will be honest, you know. I enjoy seeing the ball go over the fence. It's fun.
I think you're in the perfect place for that.
Yeah. Hernandez sends that one out in the gap. That one looks like it's going to not get down. Track down there in center field. Covering a lot of ground out there is Kyle Hennington as he puts that one away. But Max Bloody gives his team some much-needed insurance runs with a 2-run shot over the fence for his second home run of the day. The Jackets will come up in the bottom of the 9th, down 9-5.
Tune into the non-stop local news at 10 p.m. weeknights, Monday through Friday for Your Money. This segment will include financial news that affects your pockets every day. You'll gain insights into the market and hear stories from the experts about the economy, inflation, investing, and retirement. You may just learn some things that could help you save your money. Your Money on Non-Stop Local News is brought to you locally by Black Hills Federal Credit Union.
Literacy is one of the most important pillars of learning. Literacy empowers our students and positively impacts their lives. That's why Nonstop Local has partnered with Black Hills Federal Credit Union for the Bring Books to School program. Each month during the school year, we'll visit a local school and present them with $2,000 to purchase books for their students. Let's encourage early reading and ignite imagination in our kids. Join us at Nonstop Local as we bring books to school. Sponsored by Black Hills Federal Credit Union.
Yellow Jackets coming up down by 4 now in the bottom of the 9th, and down by 4 because of this man, Max Bloody, with the 2-run shot. His second home run of the day. This one out to left center, clearing the left field fence, and that one 2-run shot, putting his team ahead now 9-5. Some insurance runs right there by Bloody.
You know, at our level, sometimes a lead probably feels a lot closer than the runs that on the scoreboard reflected. A 2-run lead really only feels like a 1-run lead at time. So Bloody being able to add some extra insurance is huge.
So River Smith, he's been the MVP for the Jackets this game. All 5 of their RBIs, including a grand slam of his own we saw earlier in the game in the 3rd inning. See if he can get a rally jump started here. Lance Middleman still on the mound, working on the bump for the Wildcats. Obviously his last chance, bottom of the 9th for the Jackets. That one just a bit high, 3-0 count here.
And if you're MSU-B, you're getting ready to transition into the bottom part of the order. That group has made some plays today. You're going to need them to step up in a big way.
Smith takes a walk, 4-pitch walk for Middleman. As Smith reaches. We'll bring up the 6-hole hitter, Nick Reed. We've got 6, 7, 8, and 9 coming up. So like you mentioned, Logan, bottom of the order. It's Coach Story. Like he's going to come take the ball from Middleman. He put another reliever as closer. Middleman, now a few good innings of relief pitching for sure. Came in and kept the Jackets at bay and held the Wildcats to a lead. Helped them keep their lead, that is. Good few innings of relief for him, as now it's time for their closer to come in. The runner on first base. That looks like it's number 9.
It is Kellenberg. So doing exactly what I was curious, that second base swap. So he's going to move. Because I wonder who's filling for him at second base. But he's coming in with no warm-up, at least in terms of in the bullpen, getting his pitches in now. Curious to see how that plays out. It's pretty rare that you see a guy shift over in the field to close out a game like this.
So Kellen Berg, he comes in at 3.75 ERA, is 2-1 on the season, 9 appearances, 3 saves in 12 innings pitched, giving up 5 earned runs this season, 5 balls, 5 strikeouts, or 5 base on balls and 5 strikeouts. So, position player coming in, and I guess he's their main closer.
I mean, it obviously can't be the first time that he's done this. Kellen Berg must be used to doing that switch. Just always interesting when you see a guy come in. Again, the arm's not cold. He's been out there at second. He's been moving, made some plays, been hitting. Just curious to see how this one plays out.
So as I mentioned, Berg does have 3 saves on the season.
Not quite.
And there's only one other person with 1 save. So the total 4 saves on the season for Central Washington between 2 guys, and Berg has 3 of those. So pretty evident that he is the guy that Coach Story goes to close out games.
Yeah, it shows you the amount of trust they have in this guy as a player.
We'll have to deal with Jason Wright. Nick Reed, at the plate now. River Smith is at first base. Jason Wright will be on deck. He came in to pinch hit earlier in the game.
We have seen Nick Reed swing a hot bat today. He's 2 for 3 in this one.
Checking on the runner over there at first base. To the Jackets, you just want to get guys on base. Hopefully get that tying run to the plate. The pitch is high by Berg. A 1-1 count.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how you reach at this point. You're just playing for your lives. A 4-run lead is certainly surmountable if you can just get guys on base.
1-2 after a foul ball from Nick Reed. I'm almost surprised they're holding him on. I mean, I know they're only up by 4, but sometimes you maybe want to put your first baseman back to just make sure you're getting out in this situation. Is ball 2. They do have Swenson holding on the runner over there.
Yeah, kind of interesting to see on a guy like Smith, too, who hasn't stolen a base this year.
Every run matters, but sometimes you just, when you have no outs in this situation. That one sent to the 6 hole. Be 6-4, bobbled over there by second baseman. That'll be the first out of the inning.
And it's not worst case scenario if you're the Yellow Jackets because of that bobble. You keep 2 outs remaining.
That was Caden Hernandez over there at shortstop. So right now coming into place, he takes strike 1 from Berg. A 1 count. Now Reed at first base. The right sends that one over the second baseman. And we're going to have runners on the corners as Reed makes his way to third base. Big hit there by Jason Wright. Came into the game a few innings ago, pinch hitting for Espen Fisher. He's got his first hit of the game.
And Wright's a veteran bat. He knows what to do up there. That time, not swinging for the fences, just trying to keep the game rolling, trying to keep the game alive, get the Jackets on base. Does exactly that with a nice piece of hitting.
So now the tie and run technically on deck. Be Nate McDonald on deck, waiting his turn, and now up to bat is Andrew Witt, who is 0 for 3 on the day. This will be a good time for his first hit. See if Reed maybe takes second here. I don't want to chance it, though. They're all holding him on. Again. That run doesn't matter a lot, but you never know. The Berg deals. Heading the count here to Witt. They check over on the runner.
And Witt's trying to battle through a little bit of that mental lapse, obviously, is the guy who didn't step on first. This is a big moment for you as a freshman to kind of just clear that from your mind, try to recover and make a play.
And make up for it a little bit. 0-2 pitch here by Berg, bit outside. A 1-2. Runners on the corners here. And tying run on deck for the Jackets. They trail by 4. That one just outside. Just missed the corner. Call the ball by the home plate umpire.
You could tell the Wildcat dugout definitely thought that one was the punch-out pitch.
Berg now, 2-2, 1 out. That one flied out to center field. Carrying, still carrying. Bleddy makes the catch. Nice catch. Both runners do tag up. That will score. There'll be a sac fly as Nick Reed comes in to score from the third base.
And that's
Witt does get a runner in.
Yeah, it's another one of those where we see the wind. Now it's kind of blowing to dead center field. Push that one back all the way to the warning track. MSU-B is able to scrap one back, but now the margin of error is razor thin.
Obviously, for the Wildcats, they'll certainly trade that out for a run. That run for an out as well. Now 2 outs. Nate McDonald steps to the plate. He takes strike 1. Tying run still on deck. 9-6 now. Wildcats with a 3-run lead. They're not holding him on at second. This is sort of what I was talking about earlier. Is that run doesn't matter. You want your players to stay in their position here as McDonald swings and misses.
Yeah, out in front of that one, and now MSU-B down to their last strike.
0-2. Kellenberg trying to put the game away here. Get McDonald does have a hit. That one is high. McDonald, we saw, took Q pick out of the game with the line drive right back at him. Hit his hip and back area. Trying to get another hit right here. 1-2 pitch by Berg. Foul down the left field line.
Bit of a hanging off speed. That's kind of what McDonald was looking for early, but he'll try to do it again.
The way out in front of that one was McDonald. So we'll do it again on 1-2. 2 outs. Jackets trail by 3 as Berg swing and a miss. Gets McDonald swinging, and Kellenberg closes out this game. The guy that played second base, position player most of the day, comes in and gets his 4th save of the year. As Central Washington takes game 1 from the MSU-Billings Yellow Jackets, 9-6. Great game by the Wildcats. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back to recap that first game after this.
Nothing affects our daily life more than the weather, and you can stay on top of it with the Fireplace Center Live Cam. You'll see fast-changing conditions, breaking weather, and a complete picture of what's happening out your window every night on Nonstop Local Billings. Accurate reporting, an experienced weather team, and the Fireplace Center Live Cam, all part of what makes us your trusted source for local weather. It's time to color the weather with White Heating and Air Conditioning and Nonstop Local Billings.
We want to see how artistic you are, kids. The only limitation is your imagination.
Just draw, paint, or color the weather. Then every Wednesday on the Nonstop Local News at 5, a winning artist will be selected and given a $25 gift card to Wendy's. To get your Color the Weather form, visit White Heating, the Nonstop Local Billing Studio, or go to nonstoplocal.com and print one out.
I think I see some good weather heading our way.
This is SWX Nonstop Local Sports.
In NAIA basketball national headlines this week, Rocky Mountain College has landed not just one, but two first-team All-Americans, one from each of their men's and women's programs. We'll start on the men's side with that honor going to Omari Nesbitt, making him the first player in program history to ever be named a first-team All-American. Nesbitt, of course, will forever be remembered for his SportsCenter top 10 moment this season, nailing that 60-footer to start March and beat Montana Tech in the Frontier Tournament semifinals. The senior guard from Sacramento averaged just under 18 points per game on the campaign, and his 592 points on the season ranked as the fourth best scoring season in team history. And on the women's side, Paige Wasson of Rocky also named a first-team All-American. She becomes just the third player in program history to earn that distinction. The sophomore out of Whitewater, Montana, averaged nearly 21 points per game, which ranked top 10 in the nation for NAIA hoops. Her 624 points on the season rank as the second best scoring campaign in program history. And on top of the scoring, she also averaged nearly 8 rebounds per game and just under 3 assists per contest. Nesbitt and Wasson were the only first-team All-American selections this year for any of the Montana Frontier Conference schools. And that will wrap things up for your Sports Minute. I'm Vince Bagby for SWX Montana.
This is SWX Nonstop Local Sports.
In NAIA basketball national headlines this week, Rocky Mountain College has landed not just one, but two first-team All-Americans, one from each of their men's and women's programs. We'll start on the men's side with that honor going to Omari Nesbitt, making him the first player in program history to ever be named a first-team All-American. Nesbitt, of course, will forever be remembered for his SportsCenter top 10 moment this season, nailing that 60-footer to start March and beat Montana Tech in the Frontier Tournament semifinals. The senior guard from Sacramento averaged just under 18 points per game on the campaign, and his 592 points on the season ranked as the fourth best scoring season in team history. And on the women's side, Paige Wasson of Rocky also named a first-team All-American. She becomes just the third player in program history to earn that distinction. The sophomore out of Whitewater, Montana, averaged nearly 21 points per game, which ranked top 10 in the nation for NAIA hoops. Her 624 points on the season rank as the second best scoring campaign in program history. And on top of the scoring, she also averaged nearly 8 rebounds per game and just under 3 assists per contest. Nesbitt and Wasson were the only first-team All-American selections this year for any of the Montana Frontier Conference schools. And that will wrap things up for your Sports Minute. I'm Vince Bagby for SWX Montana.
This is SWX Nonstop Local Sports.
In NAIA basketball national headlines this week, Rocky Mountain College has landed not just one, but two first-team All-Americans, one from each of their men's and women's programs. We'll start on the men's side with that honor going to Omari Nesbitt, making him the first player in program history to ever be named a first-team All-American. Nesbitt, of course, will forever be remembered for his SportsCenter top 10 moment this season, nailing that 60-footer to start March and beat Montana Tech in the Frontier Tournament semifinals. The senior guard from Sacramento averaged just under 18 points per game on the campaign, and his 592 points on the season ranked as the fourth best scoring season in team history. And on the women's side, Paige Wasson of Rocky also named a first-team All-American. She becomes just the third player in program history to earn that distinction. The sophomore out of Whitewater, Montana, averaged nearly 21 points per game, which ranked top 10 in the nation for NAIA hoops. Her 624 points on the season rank as the second best scoring campaign in program history. And on top of the scoring, she also averaged nearly 8 rebounds per game and just under 3 assists per contest. Nesbitt and Wasson were the only first-team All-American selections this year for any of the Montana Frontier Conference schools. And that will wrap things up for your Sports Minute. I'm Vince Bagby for SWX Montana.
This is SWX Nonstop Local Sports.
In NAIA basketball national headlines this week, Rocky Mountain College has landed not just one, but two first-team All-Americans, one from each of their men's and women's programs. We'll start on the men's side with that honor going to Omari Nesbitt, making him the first player in program history to ever be named a first-team All-American. Nesbitt, of course, will forever be remembered for his SportsCenter top 10 moment this season, nailing that 60-footer to start March and beat Montana Tech in the Frontier Tournament semifinals. The senior guard from Sacramento averaged just under 18 points per game on the campaign, and his 592 points on the season ranked as the fourth best scoring season in team history. And on the women's side, Paige Wasson of Rocky also named a first-team All-American. She becomes just the third player in program history to earn that distinction. The sophomore out of Whitewater, Montana, averaged nearly 21 points per game, which ranked top 10 in the nation for NAIA hoops. Her 624 points on the season rank as the second best scoring campaign in program history. And on top of the scoring, she also averaged nearly 8 rebounds per game and just under 3 assists per contest. Nesbitt and Wasson were the only first-team All-American selections this year for any of the Montana Frontier Conference schools. And that will wrap things up for your Sports Minute. I'm Vince Bagby for SWX Montana.